Round one. Fight!
I hope you have your seatbelt on, folks, because this is going to be a wild fucking ride. Welcome back to another fucking Hobby Horse. This is episode 6. It's been like, what, 2 or 3 months since last time we post? I have people that haven't even been here in a fucking year or two. Welcome back, Driz.
Oh, hi.
Oh, thanks for matching the energy. Thank you. Thank you.
Fuck yeah, I'm back, bro. Can't wait to talk about random shit that I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about! And then, let's see. Is Drunksy gonna talk, or he's just gonna, like, stand there and listen?
I'm gonna say stuff very rarely, like I usually
He's drunk.
do, so.
He's drunk.
Yeah.
He's drunk. You gotta... Damn. I'm sure Fish is just gonna listen. He's just...
I might talk. I don't know.
A rare appearance from the Fish. Okay. Then we have Smutty.
Is your favorite mod enjoyer in the house, or podcast rather? Hey,
I love the energy everyone's giving so far. Finally, we finally have a Yart.
Hey, make sure you wear your seatbelt when you go to the bathroom.
Hey, you guys.
Is that Kermit?
Yeah,
maybe.
Literally, that's the voice that everyone defaults to whenever they're wanting to be funny. They start talking like Kermit.
Kermit's not funny. He's a very serious man.
Truly.
Frog.
Yes.
That too. All right.
He's got very serious things to talk about.
Like lobsters?
Lobster fest.
You must control the lobsters.
So it's been like 2 months, and that's like 20 years in fucking internet time. So people probably think we're fucking dead.
That would explain this short attention span.
No pressure then.
Dude, no pressure
What
at all.
No clout chasers.
No pressure, dude. No pressure, no clout
Nobody
chasers.
cares.
Nobody gives a shit. We're just trying to have a good show. But yeah, it's been like 2-3 months. It's been a while. Board's pretty slow for the past couple of days. I mean, I know a couple of weeks ago was the Annie. Did anybody like catch that? I watched a couple episodes, but that's pretty much it. I
only exclusively caught the mod episodes, and that was it. And I made sure to stop before season 8 for obvious reasons.
It's not canon.
The great.
They fucking started my first day back at work.
You back at work?
Yeah, they started on a Friday, which is like my Monday.
Oh, fuck. Well, you didn't miss too much. I will die on this hill, and I've said it so many times in other places. I don't know why you guys, well, not you guys in particular, but like the board and like other people have to all come together for the Annie stream when you can just watch Pony all the time.
I imagine it's a different experience watching it with a bunch of people who love it.
Yeah, it's kind of like an experience, seeing all the emotes and shit in chat and all that bullshit.
The rewatch stream every fucking Saturday.
It's nostalgic.
Yeah, but
every
Saturday.
True, but it's only one episode. It's not
too much.
It's too much.
Rapid episode after episode.
If you come back once a year, it's like perfect because you're like, okay,
yeah.
I could watch all this again.
Dude, you're taking your like days off on the calendar right there. Like, yeah, boss, I'm gonna be off for this like entire week.
I got the COVID. I can't come in.
I got the COVID.
I got the COVID.
I got COVID 21. I'm the first one.
It's fucking 2030. Since you got COVID.
COVID 22.
You mean Horsey 19? Haha.
No, shut up.
19.
Fuck.
Orvid 19.
Colt 19. Mare 19.
Marevid 19.
Marevid. All the mares are fucking dead, bro.
Mare
Bro.
1911.
Well,
We don't talk about people who get Philly 19.
oh, fuck those people.
Unfortunately, they've all went to the gallows to have a long fall from a short rope.
Oh, fuck. I don't know.
Bro.
I mean, I pop my head in there every so often because, like, a lot of you, I had work as well, so I couldn't really watch as much as I wanted to. But, yeah, it's nice to see all these people come together. I just wish people would stay a little bit more longer.
Oh yeah, I did like that the anniversary stream this year was playing a lot more filler. So I was able to actually catch up on some of the episodes, or at least I was able to catch some of the episodes because they were playing so much filler that it would take forever to get through each season.
Honestly, I'm not even the right person to talk to because I watched like 5 or 6 episodes.
Oh wow, you suck.
I
I
know.
ended up missing like the last pre-season 8 mod episode as a result of that. I mean, because like they weren't playing enough filler, then I was at work then, so I missed it, unfortunately.
That sounds like it really sucks, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it lasted for a while. I mean, people did stay on the board for like a couple days afterwards. I mean, that's normal. But like I said, I just wish more people would stay. It seems like that's the one thing they do. All the lurkers come out, all the people come back,
Yeah.
watch it, and then they leave, never to be seen
Yeah,
again.
it's
I
really
think it's
good
mostly
for
because
about a
people are
week.
just waiting for, I don't know, like they're probably waiting for the next big thing that'll kick off a new golden age of Pony without realizing that they are
That's
what's needed to make it happen.
yeah. Without
It's not
them, I
happening
I
again.
don't see that happening because the people that are the face of the fandom now are not gonna allow that shit to happen. Probably.
Well, okay, that's probably like a different question for another time. But
Mhm.
it's like, just to think about it, who is the face of the fandom now? Like, I don't know. Okay, like controversial people aside, who do you think of nowadays when it's like, oh, you know, Pony? Do you still think of
So,
the people? Do you think of the people that consistently still post nowadays, or it's just all nostalgia? Because when I
all
think of,
nostalgia,
yeah,
honestly.
and that's the problem. Because
Yeah.
like when I think of Pony, I'm like, oh yeah, so great and powerful. Ass blogs, those were fucking golden age. And
Yeah.
it's just
Mine was
like,
Gonzo, all of them.
yeah, and it's just like that. You can still use that content, ladies and gentlemen. Like, no one's stopping you from. I'm not saying be a copycat. Like, don't do that if you don't want to. But the pieces are there, you know. And you can
I
always.
mean, it's not the same as tuning in for new shit with everybody though.
Yeah, but how awesome would it be if there was like another musician or two that would make so great and powerful stuff? Like, I know it's not him or her or whatever, but like, I don't know. I yearn for that content again. And it is, I know it's kind of hypocritical because it's also on our hands to make shit, and
Yeah,
we
it's just,
don't, or it's really slow, so it's like the burn kind of dies out. But I don't know. I mean, I was just diving into the archives and I was just looking at, you know, possible individuals, up and coming individuals and stuff like that, but it's, I guess, yeah, there's no one that really wows. Grammar be damned.
yeah, I'm completely
Wow.
out of the fucking loop. Whenever like they do like the whole community guess whatever, and they like list them out, I don't know any of them honestly,
Dude,
barely.
cons are like starting to be busts, but that's for like totally different reasons.
I've never cared about community guests.
Same. I mean, unless it was like, what's his name? I can never say his name right. Hot diggity
Like
D.
even us, I was honestly surprised.
Remember when I sent you that like his panel? It was that
Yeah.
TrotCon 2012. I'm like, he would not get a fucking panel at that convention now
No.
at all. He would get fucking kicked probably.
I was surprised though that people still fucking remember him because I went to newest comments. There were a few of them here and there. I mean, still he does pretty good work still. It's just a
Yeah.
little off the fucking wall, but not related to
I mean,
Pony at all.
that's his style, really. I mean, it was kind of more like, okay, I'm gonna like dedicate everything for like 2 years on this because he didn't just make the animations; he had a fucking ass blog as well for like Applejack. So he went all in for like a good like 2 years, then he moved on. That's just kind of how he works, really.
I am happy though. There is people there that are in the, I always mispronounce it, the Bale threads. Have you guys ever seen those threads?
Yeah, the
Bale?
beginner and low effort art threads.
Yeah. Have you seen them,
Ah.
Driz? Have you seen it?
Yes, I have. I like them. I like that idea.
Dude, it's so great. I mean, it got off to a rough start because, you know, you had all the big artists on the board, like, going in there and dick waving around and shit. But
Yeah.
at least they didn't let that phase them. They're like, whatever, let them have their fun. But it's still going. Thread 19. And there's plenty of people that are making art, and there's plenty of people that are on streaks now. Like, there's people that go up to, like, you know, that go up to, like, you know, 20-something days streaks, 30-day streaks, and it's pretty fucking awesome just seeing these people just constantly create art.
I think the big dick move from the other popular artists should have been like posting their shitty old art where they're like, look, this is where I was when I started, so don't even worry about it.
Dude, I wish they would do that, because all the art servers that I'm in with some of these people, when I always ask them about their old art, it's always the same fucking answer. Oh, I don't know where it's at. Oh man, I got rid of that years ago. I got rid of
I
that
purposely
years
kept
ago.
all my shit art just so I could see where I came from.
Dude, same. I have my sketchbook over here, and I couldn't even draw circles, bro. Couldn't even draw straight lines. Oh man, it looked like a fucking crab drew all this, man.
And that's what I try to do with it now, is I show people like, yeah.
No,
I didn't even try that hard, and I've come a ways.
No, yeah, no, 100%. I just wish there was more traditional artists, but there's just like me and one other guy, I think. There's that one chick. I'm not gonna say her name though. But yeah.
There is only one chick.
That one chick. That one girl.
Mm-hmm.
I totally haven't
fandom.
talked to her in VC, so you know she's totally a girl, guys. She's totally a girl, guys. Believe me, 100%.
Yeah, I totally believe you.
That's what they all say, boss.
That's what they all say. But
until she takes the leggings off.
Oof. But everyone starts somewhere, dude. Everyone starts somewhere, and I love how there's still these like threads that are still up. Sadly, I think the music thread died, or is it still around but just really slow for Bale?
Yeah, I think
they had a music thread.
Yeah, they had it for beginners for music too. But I mean, you know, making.
Wasn't that tempo?
No. This is like there. It's also for beginners, because tempo. Yes, you could go in there as a beginner, but at least I'll talk from the artist's perspective, they're far more advanced. So if you're like a level 5 artist and you go in there, they're like, you know, level 50 and above, and like some of the stuff that they talk about can like go over your head. So, you know, and I mean, there is the bitch move of like, oh my god, everyone's better than me, so I'm just gonna stop, which unfortunately happens to a lot of artists. But yeah, no, I was wondering if the music one was still up, and I'm trying to look at the catalog. Let's see, because I know they were dying because they're like, oh no, this is hard, and it's like, yes, music's harder than art. We know this.
Pretty much.
Now you just throw random shit around in Fruity Loops, and you're good.
Speaking of the Bale thread, though, they signed up for a panel for Americon. Are you guys going to Americon?
Nah, I'm not doing any cons ever again.
No. This guy.
Oh, but yeah, I guess the music just was thrown into Bale, because now it's beginner and low effort art and projects thread.
Oh, okay. So, oh man. So I'm guessing there's like 1 or 2 people that are still trying to figure it out with music. I think this has been posted in the Bale threads as well. Posted in things to talk about. This dude made an entire like playlist on music production. I haven't like dived into it too much, but he says it himself. He's like, I'm not gonna sit down and explain like literally everything. This is just like surface level stuff to get you started. Like everything else is like super in-depth and like a lot of theory and stuff, which is, you know, up to you if you really want to get into it.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy, yeah, he made a pretty good playlist, and it was posted in the Americon thread. But yeah, is anyone going to Americon? There's a couple of panels so far. I'm gonna list them, see if it catches any of you guys' attention.
All right.
So we have from the list here, there is horse Q&A with actual horses. So
what, you just ask questions to a horse and then they just vacantly stare at you?
I mean,
maybe bite on you a little bit.
Maybe
they're giving you answers. It's just beyond your comprehension.
Exactly. It's going completely over your fucking head, you fucking plebeian. It's wait, who? Yart, you probably know this. Who was that one Roman like senator or emperor that put a horse as like their consul?
That was Caligula.
Yeah.
That's so fucking base, bro. Imagine you going and trying to petition, and this horse just blankly stares at you like, what?
And just start shitting itself.
So that's the first one. Horse Q&A with actual horses. And we got game development, MareQuest and Everfree Outpost. We have Club Canterlot Presents. I'm not even going to pronounce that. I guess that's Wet Brain, which was from last year. I think they also did it for Slash MLP Con. It's a lot of the board artists. They start drawing, they get a prompt, they start drinking, and it gets fucking wild. Fallout Equestria, subtitle to be announced, intro chapter 1 presentation. Fallout Equestria, subtitle to be announced, world building. Yakety Sax 2, Sneeds of Liberty. I don't know if you guys saw last year's Yakety Sax, but it was very interesting.
I haven't.
It was very interesting. We have Meritory
Want to
Control.
explain?
You have to watch it. It's a fucking experience. Like, this man is doing shrooms in the fucking Colorado wilderness. That's all I gotta tell you. Like, that's the best way to describe it.
I mean, there's no real other way to go about it other than saying, yeah, he's doing shrooms in the middle of Colorado.
Meritory Control 2. Bale Retrospect. And then finally, Artist Imposter Panel. So,
The Imposteur Panel.
Imposter.
Aside from sus jokes, what's the imposter panel about? And sounds interesting.
This guy didn't really say too much about it. Let's see. I'm trying to see, because he posted in Bale too. Let's see. Let me go to the Bale thread. Control F, artist, imposter. Okay, let's see. This guy describes in the Bale thread a game where a bunch of artists draw a prompt and the audience has to guess who each artist is. I'm planning on having both Bale Bros and seasoned artists be a part of it. So that's interesting. Meritory Control. Gonna be less of a competition and more of just a quick shared canvas, keeping the sections divided up and the whole draw the same ponies next to each other rule, but limiting tiles to one person. Oh, this was wasn't that the guy who, that put that together, and then we got the Numgit meme? Isn't that the guy that was in charge of that?
Might be. I don't remember.
I remember the last
Numgat.
tile thread I participated in. They didn't even use my art. Like, somebody else drew that spot after me, and then they just used that one.
Bruh.
Rip.
That is a certified bro moment right there. Let's see. And then lastly, Bale Retrospect Panel. A panel going over some of the art and artists that have come through Bale in the year, and that's been around. I can't even fucking read. I don't know why. So yeah. This is going to be an abbreviated version of the stream I'm planning on doing for the Bale anniversary in November. Oh! I didn't know that the anniversary was this November. Cool.
Do you consider yourself a beginning artist?
Sorta, yeah. I haven't drawn in a long time consistently, and now I'm drawing consistently. It's like week 3, I think, drawing consistently. And my art has come a long way. I'll tell you that much. Intermission. What do you guys think about this image? Spooky Month just passed, so what do you think about this?
Oh, fun. That's a reference to the
Sure, I love
sleeping bag
sleeping in my
from
favorite
Friday the
sleeping bag
13th.
next to my
That's
favorite tree.
You both talked
Yeah,
at the
that,
same time. Holy crap.
I wasn't expecting that. Sorry. As
One
a
of them just pointed
horror
out and the other one made a comment.
as a horror movie fan, I like the reference being made here. To those who don't get it.
It'd be
I
an
get it.
awfully big reference to miss, but then again, we're living in an age of Zoomers. They probably don't understand.
Jason's
I can just-
real.
I can just post it if you want. If I can find it.
I don't watch horror movies usually.
Well, I think Friday the 13th got like a big boost in popularity after the game came out, but you know, that game's awful. You can't even play it.
I mean, it was good at launch and it was good throughout, but then, the whole lawsuit happened because the writer got all bitchy of like the original movie, got like bitchy at the director of the original movie because I guess he like wanted full rights and then a lawsuit happened and as a result the game had to be canceled.
It's a little
Just really legal bullshit.
Which game?
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, there's been a whole 13 of them.
It's been a whole 13 of them. So there's been
Is
like
that the one where you run around trying to get your car?
Yeah, you gotta either build your car, repair
Found
the
it.
boat, call the cops. It's a lot of them.
I mean, you could tell they put some detail into it. Like they really did do their homework on like each Jason model for like each of the movies, the references. They really did their homework, so you can't really say it was a lack of passion.
There's more pony art from the Bell thread. Give me some shout outs to these guys. I like the pinkies. I love
Yeah,
that.
now those are some panka pose.
This is the
That's also a good gif.
The uncensored version goes on for like way longer. He like fucking beats her for like a good like 5 swings, I believe, but they like cut it down to like only one.
Jesus.
Oh, was
I
this
wanna
like?
see that in
Oh
the
yeah,
movie.
right. I think like the Friday the 13th movies were probably filmed like what whenever they were like worried about video nasties.
This was part 7 was filmed in like the mid to late 80s, so that was kind of already gone almost. But this one was like the most censored one out of all the
Should've-
No,
films.
I think during the 80s and 70s, it was whenever they were trying to.
Yeah, that's more 70s to early to mid 80s.
I don't know. There was the whole Satanic Panic thing, which I think was it during the 80s.
Yeah, that was because of the whole sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
D&D.
Let's go! Oh yeah, this fucking D&D bullshit. God.
Yeah, now it's a problem for an entirely different reason.
Imagine getting so scared of D&D that you try to censor it, but now it didn't do anything to anybody. It's not like Slender Man that actually almost killed somebody.
Yeah, they're going way the opposite direction.
Dude, honestly, I'm sure there's a couple cases of people that like were playing a D&D campaign for years on end, and then the campaign did not end well as it should have, and somebody probably popped another guy on the across the fucking table. I can see that happening.
I mean, yeah, like I totally get that. Like some people probably would just because they are man children who can't control themselves.
Dude. Ah, man, I'm not even gonna fucking bring that up, but here's some more art. Here you go. And then,
Punk.
last but definitely not least, another stick mare.
Lovely.
So I'll try to do that. I'll try to include some art from the Bale thread. You have your little shout out from
So is this like a guy that's like replicating the stick mare, or is this the stick mare, bro?
I don't think that's the stick mare, bro. I think it is replicating, but I mean I could be really dumb and just talk
I really
out my
like
ass.
the stick mare images and the few videos you can occasionally scrounge up.
Okay, that was not last but definitely not least. This is last but definitely not least. Oh fuck, I almost posted something terrible.
That Stickmare's the only one that looks like a beginner drew it.
What terrible thing did you almost post?
Oh, you're gonna love this, Drunk. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
God damn it.
Still a cute punk. I totally believe she could fit into there, no problem.
Dude, her suit's not airtight though if her hair's out.
I'd like to believe that her hair, through magical pinky properties, manages to create an airtight seal. It's like a hat.
Oh, I know why that was drawn. Okay, I need to fucking do some research before I start talking out of my ass here. So it's called Pinktober, and each day was a specific theme, and day 12 was Among Us, so that's why we had that.
Well, yeah, you don't really need any other explanation.
Yeah,
Sussus pincus
Just Among Us
amogus.
Day.
just Among Us Day. But yeah, I'll every time we do a show, we'll showcase some art from the Bale thread. So y'all keep posting your art and y'all keep working on your fucking creativity because these are great.
And we'll give you a shout out in 2 to 3 months, I swear.
Yeah, every 2 to 3 months, guys. You guys are totally gonna get a shout out. This is a great reference. I love this reference.
Nice.
This is one of the greatest references in the fucking thread.
Is this like Papa's Pizzeria?
No, bro. You
Is
don't
that Mario?
No.
What?
Dude, you don't remember the Filthy Frank series when they did like the hair cake and all that other nasty shit?
I think I remember some of that, but it's been so long.
They dressed up as like chefs and had fake mustaches and shit. Unless I'm reading this reference totally wrong. I could be
I mean,
doing that too.
I guess, but at the same time, it would line up with all the other like Filthy Frank, Pinkie Pie crossover stuff that you'll see.
Okay. Well, like I said, y'all keep posting your art, and it'll be showcased
In 2 to 3 months.
in 2 to 3 months.
More
It's
people
like
will
waiting
see
for the
it.
post office to get back to you on something.
Snail mail.
Yeah, I can't believe people think the post office was ever fast.
It's well, they got faster and more. They
It's probably
cared
faster
more.
when they rode ponies.
Probably bring back the mares, but
Yeah, bring back the Pony Express, my dudes.
the fun fact about that is that the post office started to get better, faster, and a little bit more quality control once all these other private companies started like fucking having to deal with the mail and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a little side fact for you guys. This is the next topic that I wanted to ask you guys about, and it's an old topic. It's from August the 23rd. Jesus Christ. We're in
Damn.
November the 2nd right now, the date of this recording. But the question is here, why Russians and other Eastern Europeans love My Little Pony so much? So,
Because oh, sorry.
I
Let you
was
finish.
no, I was just gonna say going up the list. Why do
All
you
right.
think that is, Yar? Why do you think the Ruskies and Eastern Euros love the cute mares? Tell me.
Have you
Enlighten me.
lived in Eastern Europe? If you did, you would know why.
True.
Basically, what he just said. It's pretty fucking much misery up there. So I imagine QC ponies is really hits the mark over there.
Mm. What about you, Fish? You got a theory on it?
Oh no, I don't know any Russian people.
You know,
Maybe they,
one Russian guy.
oh, well, one. Uh,
Is he even
but he likes
alive?
EQG, so
Is he even alive?
the Fluttershy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
He's
okay.
around still.
I hope he didn't get conscripted.
Yeah, he's still around.
What about you, Drunksky?
Yeah, I imagine things are just so miserable and depressing over there that ponies are a nice remedy for it. Um, that and apparently there's been some other cartoons that have had like surprisingly large like fan bases, like in over in Eastern Europe. And remember what was that movie that came out with the fly thing that enraged so many Eastern Europeans?
What was that, Rescue Rangers?
Yeah, yeah, because
What?
they ruined their waifu from Rescue Rangers because apparently
Yeah,
that was
'cause-
Oh,
really
Ratchet?
popular. Yeah,
I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Enlighten me a little bit about this.
Well, apparently
didn't
there were
watch
some people
Rescue
that waifued
Rangers.
one of the female characters from Rescue Rangers, but then apparently in the Rescue Rangers sequel, she hooked up with a fly and had kids.
yeah, and there's a lot of posts on Co about it.
I'm like so out of it. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. Okay, the horrible fucking atrocity that was considered a fucking movie slash animation, right?
What was it, like some horrible 2D, 3D blend or something?
Have you
yeah.
Oh,
seen?
the live action remakes?
Yeah. Have you seen some of the? I can post a couple from the thread itself. Hold on, let me find one. These are all edits. Never mind. They look better. Well,
Yeah, bud.
rescue Ranger movie. Type that up. To don't know why they had to do it. Why did they have to make this live action?
I guess they just
They make
thought it was a good
everything
idea
live
at the
action.
time.
It's easier.
it wouldn't
That-
be as bad if they actually made the 2D characters 2D instead of just 3D, but fucking ugly looking.
Oh, like a Roger
I
Rabbit
think it's like
situation.
Yeah.
what's it? It's like it's the current thing to do in the Hollywoods, and nobody there has had an original idea in well over a century, I think now.
I can't even find images of this movie on like Google or Bing. That's interesting. It's only the
Trying
old
to think
movie.
of something to prove you wrong, but I can't remember any movies.
I There's been a few movies here and there, but then they do awful in the box office, so you'll never see a sequel to them. Blade Runner.
That was a remake. I don't think that counts.
It was a good one though.
Moana was pretty good.
Moana. Oh no. God.
Oh yeah, the movie that was filmed in Uyghur.
You talking about Mulan?
That too. Gesundheit. But the Russians do love their ponies. The Far East also really loves their ponies. Like, have you seen a lot of the Chinese artists as well? They're pretty good.
I have, but they're not really
Yeah.
my thing. I don't think that whole hentai style art really translates well personally to pony art, but that's just me.
That's the Japanese.
Going to a Chinese pony con would be cool until you get arrested under some sort of suspicion and they beat the crap out of you.
Suspicion.
Yeah,
of
you
being
just get
American.
ambushed, and they're like, "冰淇淋," and then you hear vine booms.
Oh no. No. But drunk, there's like actual girls that go to those cons, like a lot of them.
Yeah, that's no fair.
Look
Well,
at
why
Well, you
don't
know what
you
you got to
just
do now. Get a
travel
plane
there?
ticket.
all the cute Eastern European ponies. Look at them go. They're not aggressive toward each other at all, like the real Balkans.
Well, that's just
They're
that's
ponies, that's
mountainous
utopia.
countries in general, or any place that has a still outstanding long-term rivalry.
Why'd they just make them look like flags? I like the take on Maple and Amber.
Because like you said, creativity.
They're one
Anybody
step
here
away from
even
committing war
know who
crimes
Maple
against
and
each
Amber
other.
is?
I know who Maple is. I don't know who Amber is, and I'm probably a heretic for that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Who's Maple then?
Maple Leaf, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A fucking leaf.
It's a fucking leaf.
I love
Amber's the
to
one
just
fucking
say that
pointing at her.
every time a filthy Canadian approaches, just say a fucking leaf and completely fucking destroy them.
They're sisters.
Ew, a fucking leaf.
Ew, I stepped on a leaf today.
They really like their Fallout Equestria though. Like if you they have what is it Ministry of Image, like that whole site is in Russia. They have all the fucking Fallout Equestria stories printed there.
Are they the
There
ones
you
that
go.
print
There
the
you go.
huge books of Fallout Equestria stuff?
Yes, the ones that like cost fucking an arm and a leg to get.
It's ponies, which Russians already like, and post-apocalyptic stuff, which Russians also already like.
I mean, they
They're already
borderline live in it already,
Because
so
living in Russia is already it's already one step away from that.
Bro, it's like a PvP zone over there already.
It's not just a PvP zone; it's a competitive PvP zone.
Yeah. But Ministry of Image, you know, it's like all the books, the pony books, the Fallout Equestria books, and your favorite currency. I
The one
actually
currency that hasn't been dissolved by the euro.
let's not go there yet.
Hey guys, do you
No.
remember when France had the franc and Germany had the Deutschmark?
No. Shh, we don't talk about that. Shush. Hush.
Remember when the euro was worth more than $1?
Oh, the world's falling apart.
Imagine currency actually having value. Couldn't be me.
mhm.
University days. No, that's a throwback. Anthropology.
Oh
Another
god.
throwback. Don't even talk
It's so
about
real
it.
to me.
She is real to me.
Anthropology.
Oh, I thought you were making another reference. My bad.
There was a reference.
Oh, I thought you were making the fucking Force Unleashed reference. She was real to me.
No, it's so real to me. Anthropology.
Yeah, I know. Just
It's a mystery.
anthropology. Bald Equestria, they have Prey, the Enchanted Kingdom, the Mare Who Once Lived on the Moon. These are some actually. These books look really fucking nice, but then I've heard that some of these stories are not the greatest. They don't,
From who though?
from other contrarians. So
You're just gonna listen to those people?
like Background Pony. Did you guys ever read that? Was it as
I
good?
read this and it was lame.
Did you guys ever read Background Pony? Or no?
No.
I'm not.
I
personally.
started reading it, but then I heard the ending was sad, so I stopped.
Oh, damn.
Based happy endings enjoyer.
What's Lyra have to be depressed about? She has the IQ of like a
A
toddler.
piece of bread.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the problem is when really dumb people finally get hit with that consciousness, everything just goes to black. They find out how horrible the world really is.
They'll wish they could close their eyes again.
Dude, the legendary book Past Sins. Anybody?
Oh God, no.
Lol.
It's $30
No.
if you want the book. It's
Nice
$30.
meme, bro.
No.
Okay, so Project Horizons Part 1 is out of stock still. And it's
What
been
the
out of stock. Part 5 is also out of stock. So what are you guys doing over there? Are you guys just reading the beginning and end just to like get rid of the middle, like all the filter? Because parts 2 to 4 are still available, but part 1 and 5? Nah, you can't get it, bro.
They're
No one
collectibles.
wants that shit.
Yeah, I guess just nobody wants it, or just nobody feels like getting it.
Our resident Project Equestria fan isn't in right now, so you can shit on it as much as you want. I'm
I
sorry.
don't know why he's so obsessed with Project Horizons.
Look, I don't want to read 10 fucking chapters that are probably take me an hour to let me rephrase that. I don't need to read 10 chapters that take me half an hour to an hour to finish in order for me to get like into a story. I think that's just awful.
That's shitty story right in general. You shouldn't fucking do
Yeah,
that.
that's just
not
way too
good.
much filler.
It's just okay, I understand when a character is having like a crisis in their mind, but they don't need to repeat it every other paragraph.
That's how you know it's there.
But they don't have to
Yeah,
do
just
that.
just in case you've forgotten that they have a crisis going on in their lives.
Oh. And they announce it.
I mean, we have 3 writers in here,
And they say, "Did you say this? Because that makes me sad."
but we have 3 writers in here, and I guess I can count myself. We have 4 writers in here. What is a better way to like do that when you're writing about a character, right? And I'm just gonna throw an example out there. They burn their fucking pancakes, right? They burn their breakfast. She's crying. The other mare is crying because
It's already terrible.
They burn their breakfast. How many times do you have to reference that the pancakes are burning?
The pancakes are burning. Maybe
You
they're trying
probably
to do
only need to reference
symbolism
it at
and they're
most
just
a
bad
couple
at
of times because
The blueberries burned. The syrup is on fire.
And then after you blatantly mention it a few times, maybe 1 or 2, it's like more of a subtle way of maybe like the pony's out after burning her breakfast and then her stomach starts to growl because she's hungry. Stuff like that, basically.
Well, the real question is, why are you letting a pony that has the name of Burn cook your breakfast?
True.
I don't know. Maybe you're thinking that they burn things in a good way.
Yeah.
But
Do
she
they say it over and over?
She doesn't. Her burns come in 2 different ways. She either roasts you or she burns your food. Do you really want to?
I don't know. Are those roasts pretty fire?
Get the fuck out of here.
Damn. Okay.
God. But yeah, like, even I would say beginner writers don't fucking do that. They don't have to like announce an issue over and over and over again. And yet Project Horizons, one of the more quote-unquote critically acclaimed fan fictions in the fandom, it's all fucking Blackjack does. And she brings back stuff that happened like from chapter 1 all the way to chapter like 35. You don't have to do that.
Maybe that's just the writer trying to say, look at me, guys. I know continuity. I remember every single thing I've written from chapter 1 to fucking chapter 100. Look at me, guys. He's probably just trying to like flex, probably.
I don't know.
Well, thank God, because nobody else can.
What were you gonna say, Driz? Oh,
And I wouldn't use avid fanfic readers as like a judge of what good writing is.
But there are some good fanfics out there.
Yeah.
Like some
They're
fanfics,
alright.
some fanfics that are written even better than like professionally written and aired shows of the fucking
I haven't
show.
found one yet.
Grammar be damned there. Oh my god, I don't even know what the fuck I just said.
You know how to measure
That's what you want to do when you're arguing your point of, there's good
Yeah,
fanfics,
there
but
you go.
Can't even fucking talk.
This
Yeah,
is-
the fanfiction of words, the stories. And
the show is good because the show
it's good,
shows
I like
us
it.
the show shows us how to show their friends how to be.
It's really good.
Jesus Christ. I'm all fucking going schizo mode over this.
Was
and
it
then-
good?
That was good, huh? Was that good? Do you know about the show now since I talked about it like 4 times? Thank you. I needed that.
Yeah.
Thank you. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. It was dragged out, and one of those days, I guess we'll have to talk about it. Cause
Did they keep?
what?
I didn't read it, so did they just keep repeating that they were burned?
Yeah. The
That's about.
no, that was just an example story that I was giving. That didn't happen in the fucking story. What happened in the
okay.
story is that
Every time she saw a burnt raider corpse, she thought of the
The
pancakes and it gave her
It sounded
PTSD.
for pancakes.
this reminds me of the time where Burned made my.
See, now
fucking
that would have been
breakfast.
funny.
It even smells like it too.
I know.
And the ultimate irony was that the Raider's name was Pancake.
Like if really dark shit was happening, and then she would have like PTSD flashbacks to things that were really minuscule. That would be funny.
Fucking mundane, like, oh my god,
I
this
know.
brings
Yeah.
you back. You know what? I'm gonna use that. Thank you. I'm gonna use that.
Like somebody's head gets smashed in with a super hammer or whatever the hell they were called. I forgot.
Super sledge.
Yeah.
And then she has like a PTSD flashback where she accidentally hammered her hoof when she was trying to hang up like a picture or something. and-
This almost reminds me of the time of, God damn it! Everything's so bad! Raider corpses.
Oh, you burned to death? That reminds me of what I burned to my pancakes.
It's just a Family Guy episode now.
I know! Damn it!
Oh, jeez,
remember the
Lois, this is
time
worse
I
than the
burned
time
my
I burned my
pancakes?
pancakes after killing a raider.
Oh, Lois. I burnt my fucking pancakes.
Wow, Blackjack. This reminds me of the time where you burned pancakes.
Oh, no, my pancakes are burning.
We're still talking about pancakes! It's just fucking 10 minutes, still talking about it!
It's an
I
interesting topic.
I just find it fascinating if that's actually something that happened in Project Horizons.
Oh man, I mean, it did it, but it make it a lot more funny and interesting. You could just write a green about a mare burning her breakfast and her mare friend just crying in the corner saying, "Why? Why are you doing
Why?
this?"
Obama
Sounds like
was
something
there.
that would only make a good drama video, like a drama short.
No, that's
Everything's in black and white, and there's just like a single violin going on in the
Just,
background.
just imagine for a minute,
At
like,
the
you
very
know,
end, it does like a slow zoom and on the pancakes, and then says Finn across the screen.
just imagine for a minute, you know, like you have Mare. She is making breakfast. She burns the breakfast. She looks down in total disappointment. The end.
That's it. All the while, her mare friend's in the corner
But
just
if-
crying. Doesn't even explain that part. She's just crying in the corner. Is that even really her mare friend? Did she just kidnap that other mare?
Who is this mayor?
Why is
She's
she
the international mayor of
Is she
mystery.
an allegory?
Is she an allegory of my disappointment that I keep burning these fucking pancakes? I can't
Exactly.
stop. I can't stop. I just gotta keep fucking going.
Is she real?
I mean, once you
Either
stop,
of
you
these
just
mayors
can't
real?
stop.
Is she really real? Is she for realsies? Oh my god. All right, I think we burned this topic enough. All right,
I think we should make some really artsy videos
of pancakes.
of anything. Really, I could just make it really artsy, no matter what it is.
Artsy fartsy.
Yeah, the artsy fartsy kind of stuff where random shit happens and then they tell you that it's art.
It's art.
Yeah.
Yeah, after she's crying, and
Fuck.
then it like cuts to the pancakes, and then it cuts to the room and it's empty, and then it cuts back to the pancakes, and then they're back and there's spider webs everywhere for no reason.
Dude, what the fuck?
And they're like, "Wow, look at all this art happening."
Dude, what is this imagery, bro? There's these deep
Oh my god, look at all these imageries.
these imageries, allegories, metaphors. I'm just fucking
There's a
throwing
lot of
metaphors.
metaphors going on.
There's a lot of those.
It's those
going there.
weedy marijuana 2016 vibes.
Man, I think that would give someone a trip if you just go. Isn't that still a thing? The AI for the green text. Just like, just
Well, should I?
throw. Yeah, I mean, just throw a couple prompts in there and just do quick sketches of it, but just make it so fucking random that it'd be a story like that where it's just like this mare is making pancakes. She's burning the pancakes. She can't flip them. There's another mare in the corner just fucking crying. Why is she crying? Zooms out. Sees more pancakes burned in the corner. There's a pile of them.
So a new
back.
burnt pancake every time the camera changes.
Yeah, every time the camera changes, there's another pancake. How does she do it? She's not even a unicorn. She's just staring at the pan.
Do you think she's just like constantly trying to perfect her pancake art, but just keeps fucking up, like just never ending?
Oh, this is really deep and good now.
You know, she can't show her like visible frustration, so that mare in the corner is like her conscience crying in the corner. She wants to be like this world-renowned chef. Have you seen the movie Chef?
World-renowned pancake chef.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have.
I mean, I've seen world famous mouse movie Ratatouille.
Yeah, but have you seen Chef though?
I've seen the chef. I've seen Chef do the fact that the fucking Filthy Frank was like promoted in the fucking puke cake video.
It's a great movie.
I mean, I've seen Chef Excellence.
She should be a chef, even though she's burning her fucking pancakes. She works at the equestrian house of.
The
Fuck!
equestrian house of pancakes.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm like, I had a brain fart right
You're
there.
just talking about pancakes. You can remember pancakes?
Pancakes.
The house of French toast.
And then they changed it to international equestrian house of hay burgers randomly for no reason.
Hay burgers. And then she's
Oh
still
yeah, don't you?
Hamburger.
she's still trying to figure out why she's making pancakes when the customers keep ordering hay burgers.
We're just
Yeah.
writing a shitty movie now.
We are.
Okay, cool.
And then the camera zooms out and you realize she's in a fucking hay burger house, but there's no customers at all. And then you
The
realize
deep lore.
she's just going schizo mode because there's just cobwebs everywhere. And then the story ends and it was blackjack the whole
It's a
time.
Joker moment.
Yeah, it's a Joker movie.
You wouldn't
Deep
get
lore.
You wouldn't get it. All right, we'll do something with that maybe. Just
It. We're not. It's dumb.
never. Yeah, we're never gonna fucking touch the subject again.
That's was dumb.
You know, for episode 12 that gets released like in 3 years from now, we'll make a reference to it, the pancakes. So we also have continuity on this show.
We're gonna
Exactly.
Self-referentiate.
What?
Maybe we should.
gonna make
Maybe
some
we should all have
podcast
like a
lore.
competitive pancake green contest.
You really want to subject everyone to that? Bro, we've been talking about pancakes for the past 20 minutes. I'm just gonna drop the fucking subject.
Yeah,
Project
please
Hor-
do.
Project
I
Horizon
thought this was
sucks.
gonna
Okay,
end
that's all
by
you
now.
gotta know. It
Yeah,
sucks.
there you
It
go.
sucks. It sucks.
All right, cool.
Okay, all right. We agree on that.
Alright.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I never read it, but I assume it does.
Well, you know, we'll have that podcast / writing workshop that we've been wanting to do for the longest
Just like I never
time.
watched any of these brand new shows, but I assume they all suck too.
Oh, G5.
Oh, that too, yeah. But I'm talking about like all the latest Netflix shows.
Dude, okay, speaking of G5, and I was talking to Smutty the other night because we were fucking talking about it. I go on the board and I'm looking up. I'm like, wait, didn't a G5 episode drop? Like, where's the thread? The thread I found only had 5 fucking replies and was on page 10 within like
Based.
4 to 5 hours. I'm just like, holy
Oh my
shit.
god.
Yeah.
And I'm
Faith
going.
in the board renewed.
You know what? Possibly because I don't know if it's just me. Maybe it's just the time of the days that I browse the board. But there's less and less G5 posting going on.
Nice.
So again, I don't know if it's just me, but I've seen less and less G5. And less of those people like shitting up other threads because, you know, make my G5 content! When it's like, no.
No.
I will not.
They finally gave up because they realized G5 isn't worth trying to fight for.
It's probably, I mean, they have their own people, but
It's so bad they can't even pretend to fight for it anymore.
yeah,
Exactly.
you know, it's what's it called? What was it trying to
Bad.
say here? It is bad. It's not that great. I don't really care for it that much.
Terrible.
The art is nice. Like the cutesy art that comes out is nice.
It's because they make it in G4 style.
Exactly, bro. And that's what the next topic is about. So
Nobody's out there 3D modeling rigs of Gen 5 ponies that look like they're wearing sweatpants and
I still
are
can't.
fucking ugly.
I still can't believe there was a time that I was like, yeah, give this show a chance, guys. Give it a chance, and then that totally.
Well, that's
didn't.
because you had hope.
I know.
I had hope too, but it died when I saw Gen 5.
Exactly.
I mean,
I think it's mostly because whenever we first saw the teaser shit, we expected something better.
well, yeah. I mean, there's still all the art of what could have been, and like that still will never be dropped from my fucking mind. Like all of these environments, all these original ideas, visions, everything. Yeah, we're just gonna drop it to make like a generic fucking Big Apple type of place.
Pissed me off.
Just remember, this is how every corporate exec thinks.
Dude,
Exactly.
the unicorns,
These-
why are they in the fucking, like, forest? Like, there's nothing enchanted about it. There's nothing enchanted, like, I get it, they lost their magic, but you would think, just like the Earth Ponies, they would try to use other things to keep that going, you know? Maybe they found some, like, magical crystals or some type of, like, plants and stuff that would keep them, like, they themselves can't really use it, but they still rely on these other things to use it. But no, they don't. They just they drink tea and do slam poetry. It's like, what? Excuse me?
Yeah.
It's something to make I don't know, like a more zoomy audience feel at home with it, I guess.
I don't even
I don't
Well,
know.
probably they just
It's
made
always
the
what they say in
unicorns
the
like
office.
elves or something. So elves are magic and they live in the forest. So unicorns are magic. They live in the forest too.
Look,
I mean, that
Probably
fundamentally
something
doesn't
stupid
work
like
whenever
that.
you
When
whenever
we
you don't
say,
have.
we say magic, haha.
well, look. I may hate the knife ears, okay? But at least in the environments where I see them in play, like Warhammer Fantasy, I'm never gonna call it what's called now. But in Warhammer Fantasy, at least the elves use like other things when they didn't have their fancy smanchy magic. They weren't totally helpless like some of these ponies were.
The only knife ears I know are gnomes, and they are personally the best critters.
Oh my god.
Nobody likes gnomes.
No,
That's
steal
that's
your
what.
fucking cheese, bro.
Well, that's going to be an issue. We're going to have to report to Gnome Land Security.
Get him out of here.
No.
I hate that.
Gonna get bombed by
the-
Normandy.
yeah, that's where we take the kobolds so that we can send the scaly menace to the fiery depths of hell where it belongs.
I think dwarfs are better, but that's just
Boo.
Dwarves are busy fighting goblins and orcs.
dude, Dwarf Fortress where like you spend fucking literal weeks trying to perfect your creation and all of a sudden everything gets fucked within 10 seconds. Yeah, I love that game.
Oh, did you
Truly,
see
it is
that
the
coming
epitome of
out?
the human condition.
Dude, it's like it's like playing Minecraft. Everything's going right. Redstone's doing good. Your farms are fucking fine, and then some creeper just comes out of nowhere, explodes, and ruins everything. That's what Dwarf Fortress is.
It's a minor inconvenience, if anything.
Coming out for Steam.
Yay!
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Have you seen it?
Dwarf Fortress?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it on Steam. I'm too busy playing, and you guys can laugh if you want. Too busy playing Valorant, trying to get good for CS.
I've
Fuck. They have
Trying to get
wipeouts.
you want to
heard
play
of that
CS?
game, but that's about it.
Huh?
Give me a second.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
there you go. I was trying to blow my nose because I'm fucking congested, but nothing came out. It
Oh,
fucking
did they
hurts.
actually announce a release date for the Steam version?
Yes.
Oh, so you don't have to
December
like
6th.
you don't have to download all those shitty things to make it work. Voice crack.
Yep.
Good.
Let's see here. Oh, it was a day ago. Let me read this. December 6th. Truly a fortuitous date.
December 6th. A day that will live in infamy.
Whenever Dwarfport
Infamy.
comes
I
out
can't
for
even talk, right? My
regular
nose is all
PCs.
fucked.
I do appreciate that instead of saying to be released, they do something silly like time is subjective or something like that.
When Blizzard used to say, "Oh yeah, we'll release it when it's done
Soon, trademark.
soon," and then
Well, that was whenever Blizzard was not owned by Activision.
Yeah, that was back when they were a company.
Mhm.
I don't even want to get started on that shit, dude.
A gaming company owned by gamers.
Oh my
Totally.
goodness.
Because gamers are an entirely different breed from corporate execs.
Truly are.
Pretty much.
I mean, they're all dead. The true gamers. Now it's just let's make money off of loot boxes.
They're dead now.
They're dead. I'm glad that pixel games are making a comeback. You know, Project Zomboid would look pretty cool.
Well, it's not a pixel game, but it is like it's more like an indie game that isn't just standard pixel schlock.
Mhm.
Well, I do like the animations, and I did post them in things we talked about. They're little shorts, and they look cute, and I really wish that the show would have came out in that style, because they had the resources. They changed the ponies a little bit, so they're not total clones of G4. But no, we got those.
I think everybody was convinced they were going to look like the Gen 4 movie.
Dude, I remember when that was a time. that would have been so expensive. Not like
Well, I mean,
making a lot
it
of
was
money.
expensive to make them the first time, but then after they had all the models, they have them forever.
Yeah, but that, they're not gonna think about that. They're gonna think about like, oh, we're never gonna use these models ever again.
And then they went and made new, shittier models for no reason.
Guys, it's like an artistic choice, man. Like, stop.
You just know they made the ponies less sexy on purpose.
They did.
They really want to get these nasty bronies out of the fan.
Yeah, they
Even
they
though
want-
they're literally the fucking foundation of said community, but you know.
Well, that's just how corporations are. They just want to they want everything to be safe because especially if they see themselves in that sort of market because they don't
Mission
want
accomplished.
oh yeah, they've certainly gone about that.
Now they don't appeal to bronies or little girls.
Who does it really appeal to then?
No
Like,
one.
So, like, why do they keep fucking going, though? Like, that's the real question. If it doesn't appeal to anyone, who in the fuck are they making it for, then?
I don't know.
Because it's
Well,
like...
they're making it
That's
for
the
an
big
imaginary
question.
demographic. You're pretending that a corporate exec actually is down to earth and understands what actually appeals to people.
And that's for like any media, honestly. They're some of the most out of touch fuckers you're ever gonna see in life, honestly.
But it's...
They're going out of business, like fucking quintupling down on the same bullshit that everybody keeps telling them. Like, this is bad. We don't like this. And they're like, oh, look at all these haters. Let's
Well,
make it again.
Have you guys ever wondered this, right? Because G5 was given to people that didn't really know about Pony, right? But I'm noticing a pattern here, right? Just how Star Wars was given to a bunch of people that, yes, they may know what Star Wars is, but do they understand, like, all the shit that comes with it? Like, I know that not everyone really likes George Lucas, haha, but at least the man loved what he was doing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's the same thing with Halo, right? Like, Bungie clearly loved Halo. They went all out every single time, even though they were, like, had all these time crunches because the second game was supposed to be the last one, but they kept going because, haha, money. but then they give it to another company that had, you know, they didn't make it, so they don't really care for it as much. Like, that's what I'm trying to get at. Is like, you give these IPs to people that have this foundation already, and what do? They squander it.
Dude, it seems like every single group lately that's been given an IP, except for The Witcher, I think, just absolutely hates the fans. They hate the fandom. They hate the source material. They hate everything about it, and they keep getting these jobs somehow.
Yeah, it's
Because
just,
they go on.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna say it's just so weird to me. I don't get it. I don't understand how these people buy it for so much fucking money, and they just keep on squandering it.
And that's like how The Witcher succeeded, though, is because the guy who played Geralt, he actually played all the games and read the books, and he was a big fan. Like,
I
how
think
hard
it's
is it to do that?
Yeah.
I think it depends because like you can be a super fan of something, but that doesn't mean you'll be good at following through on it.
Yeah.
It's also
Well, it's
also
a good
the effort.
start, though.
It's a good start so that you're more grounded in it. But I mean, like, because it's sort of like how with what's their name, Amplitude, they made some pretty good stuff that fans put some input into. The thing I'm thinking though is that they what was it again? They had a vetting process to where things were actually quality instead of just like, yeah, we had our fans design it. Good or bad, they made it.
That's
I
sort
just
of,
want people that like the shit that they're making.
it just doesn't feel like that anymore. Like
It feels like, yeah, it feels like they always hate it, and they just put all their hate into what they're making.
they hate it, or they're like making it for all the wrong reasons. Like, nobody wanted fucking loot boxes or loadouts for Halo. They wanted them to go back to the Halo 3 days where it's just like, there's sandboxes, there's no stupid overpowered weapons that, like, if you're fucking 2 or 3 people that are really good, get them, they can just smash the other team because they have no chance. No, we're just gonna have fucking loadouts and kill streaks, and this is like, bro, who fucking cares? And I feel like it's the same thing with, like, MLP. Like, going back to the whole G5 thing, kind of like how we touched upon it, we saw the concept art. We saw how these characters, we can see their actual character in the drawings. But it did not translate well when they were animated at all. That's just my hot take on that, if that's even a hot take. I'm just gonna say that was my take on that. Like, I didn't need to know that, oh, Sunny's all quirky and all that because it's in her name. Like, no, it was in the attitude that you saw in the drawings.
Yeah.
And again, with a name like Sunny, I wouldn't think you're quirky. I think that judging by names, that's supposed to be like upbeat and cheerful.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean, like happy-go-lucky, all that kind of stuff, because it's
Sunny.
Sunny. I mean, it would have been kind of funny having the name as Sunny and, you know, just voiced by, like, some chick from Boston yelling at everybody. Yeah, I'm walking here!
Parked a car in the Harvard Yard. How about I give you a haymaker to the heart?
I did a, hey, I'm walking here. Isn't that Jersey? That's not Boston.
I thought that was New York.
Whatever.
I
East
don't know.
Coast
It's
is
all
awful.
kinda
It's
the
one of
same.
those fucking cities.
It's East
Yeah.
Coast is awful.
East Coast.
East Coast or West Coast? Depends on, I guess, they're just the same level of shit. Gulf Coast is where it's at because on top of oil spills, you also get Joe's Crab Shack.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
It's-
Extra oil is in those extra oil in those crabs.
yeah, you don't need any cooking oil. Just throw it on the pan. It's ready.
Yeah.
You throw it on the
It
pan.
just burns. It just sets on fire like the fucking pancakes.
Yeah, like the pancakes. See, guys, continuity.
Yeah.
Fucking A. I knew someone was gonna say it. I expected more from you, Smutty.
My brain shut
Oh,
off. as
come
soon as I
on.
heard that.
Fucking. That's actually burned all the pancakes, bro. All the fucking oil got spilled in the Gulf.
Exactly.
That's not even the
I
right oil.
I actually don't think I've heard that much about oil spills in a while.
Bro,
So I don't.
Same.
like, just, not to go poll mode for a second, but there's just so much shit.
Yeah, pull mode.
Dude, there's just so much shit that do you really think we care about what's going on here domestically anymore? There's like a new fucking
Oil spills aren't cool anymore.
They're not. They're not.
Celebrities aren't showing up at the ocean to clean it anymore. They're not getting the plastic out. They're not cleaning out the 300 million tons of masks.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's not cool anymore.
Shit.
Dude, how long until we see celebrities in Ukraine holding up, like, burnt babies and going, for only $1 a month, you can help save a Ukrainian?
Maybe, I don't know. Might be.
It's never gonna happen.
I don't know.
Nah, there's
you never know. This fucking world's getting more and more fucking unhinged by the day, so you don't know.
The orphans of the angel.
In the arms of an angel.
Dude, those are always like the worst commercials to wake up to. You just wake up in a fucking cold sweat. Just that's all you see is just like a fucking starving child looking at you. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You can help a Ukrainian.
This would play all the fucking time, like mid 2000s to like early 2010s. That would like always fucking play at the like the most random of times.
Yeah.
It's always during a happy show.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna stop. We're gonna go into.
I think like the one that I remember that was like slightly different was like chia Obama.
What the?
Because there was the Chio Pet Obama, which had like the and what grew was the hair.
No, dude, I remember Head On, applied directly to the forehead. Head On,
applied just 10 minutes of that.
Yeah. Yes, that's what it was.
Anyone who wasn't born circa like any time after like 2012 or so is probably familiar with Head On.
Dude,
yeah.
I thought I was in a nightmare just watching that because it would just say that for like a good solid 60
It was loud
seconds.
too. It played like twice as loud as other commercials.
Yeah, it's terrifying, bro. Imagine you're just like chilling watching some fucking like Ren and Snippy and all of a sudden just like, Head On, applied directly to the forehead. Head On, applied directly to... I thought it was a part of the show at first. It was actual
what the
product.
fuck is happening?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is going on?
I didn't even know what it did for a really long time.
Is that even a thing?
Like, what am I applying it to the forehead for?
Exactly. Is Head On even a thing still? Head On.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I doubt they're actually a thing anymore. They're probably like dead as hell as most of those products from the time are.
Yeah, most of those products in that era are kind of like dead now.
Sad. The 90s had a lot of cool shit. I want toys that are dangerous again.
Actually, it's still around. It's just
yeah, product.
Yeah, no, it's still around. It's Head On headache, migraine, pain reliever.
Does it actually work though? I've always had that question.
I have no clue. You can buy it at Walmart for $5.53 for a 0.2 ounce like chapstick looking thing.
What if you apply it in other places?
Dude, I don't know. It says invisible and non-greasy, safe to use with other medicines, can be used as often as needed.
Does it make you numb? What's it do?
Let's see. It doesn't say.
Migraine pain reliever. What are the ingredients?
Let's see. Oh, I put Instagram. They actually do have an Instagram. Holy fuck.
Oh god, they're getting off the time.
I'm actually surprised. I would not have thought that they would have had an Instagram.
Yeah, it autocorrected because I was putting ingredients and then it went to Instagram. Fucking bullshit.
Get it directly from their website.
Get it directly from their website.
Do they still commercialize where it's like they still try to tell you that you should apply Head On directly to the forehead?
Probably. Oh, of course it's fucking loud and crazy. It's from Austria.
Dude, that's their only commercial too.
Why was it? It was made in Austria, but it's only used in North America. Excuse me.
That's odd.
What is?
I mean, I could say that.
Lore?
I mean, I could say the same thing about the Glock 19.
Oh, bro.
Yes, they know they don't want to fucking use that shit, so they're just gonna pass it off to the Americans. Here you go.
I don't know. Maybe Austrians are more relaxed.
Apparently, it's not, the efficiency of this is truly unknown because there's not a lot of studies behind it. So you think a product from 2006 would have like a lot of studies behind it, but there isn't really much.
Nobody bought it.
Probably.
No one bought it. Yeah, it's still in business somehow.
Ah, man, I forgot how like what's it like crusty the or like well, there's no other way to describe it, but like 2006 video. And this ad looks like. Man, this takes me back to whenever like used to had to get up early for elementary school, and like it would be barely light out, and then like you'd have the TV on whenever you get some breakfast, and you'd see like the early morning commercials because on like all the shows that or all the TV stations that didn't have like early morning cartoons, it was always like infomercials or just commercials.
Right.
You love to see it.
I don't know. The video quality is like very nostalgic now, honestly.
A lot of it's just because old YouTube videos had their quality dropped by Google because they couldn't handle higher animation. Like when I first uploaded a video, I think it was capped at 480p. So I had like an HD quote unquote version available at 720p that people could download for Mega.
So one of the ingredients is called white brawny. It's a
white brony.
Brony, yeah.
You just grind up a white brony and he makes your headache.
White brony.
Well, apparently it's highly toxic if you eat 40 of these.
Yeah, is it?
Yes.
Who the fuck would eat a head on?
That's a pretty useful study.
Yeah, I mean, this is all on.
Dear head on, how many sticks of head on can I eat before it becomes toxic?
That's a very specific number, 48. So someone had to have like done this.
Yeah, 39 is a safe count, and then once you get 40, it's dangerous.
Just eat 39 of these and you'll be fine. But if you eat one more, oh boy, you have crossed into God's domain. Yeah. There will be no mercy for you. You will shit yourself to death.
It's like a weird...
This commercial looks like a Black Mirror thing.
Dude, it just looks so uncanny. Like this doesn't look.
That's what real. I mean. It's like something you would see in a sci-fi.
Yeah.
Where they're like, this is what future commercials will be like.
And honestly, now they are. They kind of
I don't know, like, I don't think anything has really come close to the head-on apply directly to the forehead kind of commercial,
just
though.
Repeat the same line 18 times, and then
super
that's the end
fucking
of the
loud, and you're just having like a fever dream
with one scene, just one person in one shitty background.
Oh man, it's like one of those shit. You probably know of these smutty. Have you ever seen those VHS horror movies?
Yes, I have.
Those weird ones like the Rat King and like that spits out black like goo and stuff and just burns people. Like that that's the kind of uncanny shit that I thought like
pancakes.
Like shut the fuck up. Yeah, it splits fucking blueberries out. But like that's the kind of shit that I think about. Like the chia, like when you kind of think about it, that's also kind of like weird. Does anyone else feel that way?
I mean, it's weird, but it's endearing, at least to me.
You know, fucking chia head on. There was the clap on, clap off, Jeez, I love our freaking intermission into like random ass commercials.
I know, right?
I mean, this is a podcast. We talk about whatever we feel like.
That is true.
Usually there's topics.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm talking about some, but like we just keep going off the fucking rail.
Our train doesn't need rails. It's the train of thought.
Well, I mean the Gen 5 animations that I like are those ones that I just posted.
Like the first announcements I heard for Gen 5 filled me with so much hope. They're like, we're gonna learn from Gen 4. We're gonna have like a center showrunner who's in charge of lore. They're gonna have the say on everything, and
so they're basically admitting that the later seasons were shit. That's what they're basically saying there, right?
Yeah.
Perhaps.
They admitted. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean it's everything.
They didn't do any of the things they said they were gonna do.
Everything was announced right, But then
it's not even a fantasy show anymore.
it's not. It's just like weird. We have some technology, but not everything. Kind of. It's kind of like a Avatar: Legend of Korra type of weird shit. It's like, yeah, we use bending, but we also have technology. It's like, yeah, we have magic still, and we can fly, but we still use like other stuff.
That sounds incredibly fucking boring. Not gonna lie, Chief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
As soon as
kinda what
you
it
start
is.
basing your story around what a Zoomer does during the day, your story already failed.
Miserably.
Yeah, it's not the greatest thing, bro. It's like I'm sure like just us dinguses can probably have a better fucking like plot episode, and it will never
Anybody
touch it
could.
again. Well, I mean, yeah.
I mean, ask a random anon who's never written anything in his life on the board. Like, hey, can you write me a script? And it would be better than Gen 5.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think that these corporate execs would trust like the people that actually have a passion for this kind of thing, but then again, they show time and time again that they don't actually have any care or talent for a single thing.
Well,
I want to know how they keep getting jobs.
Because they
The whole industry is run by
Connections.
hacks.
because it's always the same people that look out for each other. Duh. It's not even the good type of nepotism.
It blows my mind.
The good kind of nepotism is the one that always helps me.
It has to be a tax.
No, it's not even
thing.
It's not even that. It's the good nepotism. Is like, oh yeah, this guy is great. You know, he's a good fucking artist. He can write stories, this and that. I'm gonna put a good word for him. That's the good type of nepotism, you know? Like way back when Disney used to do that, and Pixar, and freaking all those other shows and stuff. Like they all knew each other because they all went to the same universities and colleges and stuff like that. That was kind of the better nepotism than what we have now. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna hire this person because, it's a good thing to do. Haha.
Yeah.
Hides fucking money and shit. I don't know. I think I'm being a little hypocritical on that.
It angers me.
Yeah, I mean, like they always say that, oh, this is your show now, enjoy it, and it's just like, no, I'm not.
Oh, fuck you, I'm not enjoying it.
You're bad and you should feel bad.
It's a bad show. Oh, you guys shouldn't be watching.
You guys are haters. This show's not for you.
Yeah, you guys shouldn't be watching this. This show was never meant for you. It's and then like you go back and Lauren Faust literally says, "I'm making this show for everyone to enjoy, not just."
This is not a children's show. It's a family show.
Exactly. These are the type of shows you can fucking get up. Your little fucking.
I think that's another big issue right there. Yeah, it's like whenever they say they're making a show for kids, that's like double speak for I don't have to try in anything ever.
Yeah, but then there's like.
Well, I mean, like I think there's also I think like what is it the implication that it's all about like you know, make sure it's safe. Don't do anything that'll make a bunch of pearl clutchers freak out.
Yeah, but like,
have you seen like '80s movies and cartoons and shit? We need to go back to that.
I mean, over the top cheesy villains I wouldn't mind.
I want to grow up on dark cartoons again.
It was just a feeling and style.
Like Secret of Nim. That's the kind of stuff I watched when I was a child.
Dude, Toy Soldiers.
Yeah, and Toy Soldiers. Fucking.
Dude, I thought it was like a
Watership Down.
I thought it was like an actual wholesome story about like little toy soldiers, and I was fucking wrong. Horribly wrong. I still have the VHS somewhere in my garage, but that movie was so fucked.
Oh no, that'd be a good meetup idea in the future. Find the Toy Soldiers VCR or VHS tape. Find one of the 5 surviving VCRs.
I wonder if they even work still, because like, don't those things decay on their own after a while?
Land Before Time.
Oh,
pretty much any cartoon.
I imagine if they were kept in a good place, they'd probably start to like decay.
Yeah, I mean, well, they're as best kept as they possibly can be, which is in a cardboard box that has all the holes taped up so nothing else can get in there.
Yeah,
but, I mean, they were in their boxes still, so it's not like we just tossed the VHSs in there alone. Like they were still in there. But yeah, like going back to what we were talking about, yeah, like Land Before Time.
Point being,
really
kids
good.
can handle dark shit, and they act like kids are gonna have a trauma attack and die.
It's almost like it's not just shoved in their face all at once too. You know, it's not like Littlefoot immediately experienced like all this horrible shit that happened. Like it gets built up, you know, and it's kind of like in such a way where it's like, oh yeah, as a kid I realized that, oh, her fucking mom is dead. Oh no, that is bad. You know, that her grandparents are taking care of her. Gee, I wonder what happened to her parents.
Littlefoot's a guy.
Oh, well, shit. No, fuck, who was I thinking about? Sorry. Ducky.
Oh, Ducky.
Poor Ducky.
Yeah, dude, rest in peace.
Yo, yeah, the whole situation.
That story is so fucked. It's as bad as the whole, like, Pee Wee Herman situation. God.
Oh, what happened to Pee Wee Herman?
Just, that's another story for another time, but oh, man. All these stars that actually were like good and decent people, like they end up getting fucking cannibalized by other people.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the greatest.
I mean, in that case, it wasn't even someone in the industry. It was literally just a fucking boyfriend that lost his shit, basically.
Oh, with the voice actress for the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was her dad.
That
abused her.
Well,
yeah.
I thought it was a boyfriend. I didn't know. Was it the dad?
No, I think the dad went crazy and killed her and her mom, right?
Yeah, like apparently there was some relationship issues, and that led to
There was a lot of abuse first, though.
And apparently got out early, and as a result, it's like the girl's family was like trying to track him down. He was like working at like a 5-star restaurant and shit.
Bruh. All right. Well, let's not talk about this too much, but yeah.
Yeah, tying back into the dark theme thing, that would have made the Rainbow Dash episode like 1,000 times better.
Well, there were still like some fucked up themes in the show even early on, like
because the writer wanted Tank to be dying. Like that was going to be the premise of the show: is Tank is dying and Dash is dealing with grief. But instead, they made it like, oh, he's going to sleep for a while.
He's gonna
hibernate. Which was a way different fucking impact than death.
He's gonna hibernate. He's hibernating. Ooh.
Like nobody cares. Like, oh, he's gonna hibernate. Oh, who gives a fuck? But it's like he's dying and she's freaking the fuck out. That's way more understandable.
Yeah.
I guess. I think it would have been better with a different pony since Rainbow Dash got her pet in the series. It kind of suck if she's the only one who have her pet also die in the series.
Well, he was also super old, so it would have made sense.
I guess.
And it would have played really well on the loyalty part.
Yeah.
I don't know if they could have. Sure, they could have found another way to write it. Point being that
they should have just let Aloysius die because he pretty much died.
I mean, honestly, like he should have fucking died in the fucking treehouse. Honestly,
he's not really a pet. He's like wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there are ways that you can write it, and hell, those are probably better ways that these individuals can learn lessons from, rather than like what they see on fucking, you know, TikTok and Instagram and all the other shit that, you know, actually damages people. Because we're talking about that topic now.
Fun.
So I know we talked about this beforehand, but I know Driz wasn't here. So, what are all these people that come out of the woodwork like years later? You know, years later. I'm not talking about like 3. I'm not talking about 5, but like maybe 10 years plus, and just say, "Oh my god, these certain works of art and fan fiction really mess me up," and like, you know, I'm gonna do a story time about how it really messed me up. Please like and subscribe to the video, guys, so we can make sure that we hit 50,000K within an hour. And you know, I'm gonna be hitting 2 billion subscribers in about a couple of days. So make sure you hit that. All right, now back to my traumatic story, everybody. Like, is it really that bad if you're capitalizing on your own trauma? Just saying.
No, not at all. Honestly,
like, I could be having the most awful take right now, but like. That's sometimes the way I see it.
Drama fishers.
I mean, like, I think it's probably what people are assuming is most relatable, and so they decide to create content for what most people find relatable, because apparently everybody has crippling trauma these days.
Totally.
I saw pony porn as a child, and it scarred me forever. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Hold on. Give me a second.
That's true though.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, it happened to me with Sonic.
Oh god.
Oh god. Now that's something to be traumatized over, seeing fucking
You see
Sonic porn.
Rouge
I
and
don't
you're
like.
like, oh,
Now
well,
that's
just
something to
That's
get
fucking
traumatized
exactly what
over.
happened.
Oh no.
I was because I was real autistic. Well, I am still real autistic about it, but I was real autistic about Sonic as a kid. So I would just go on the family computer and look up Sonic the Hedgehog, and then just scroll through Google Images, and then
Yeah.
I happened to upon an image of, like, I think it was Rouge, Sonic, and Knuckles.
Oh boy.
But I didn't know what was happening because I was like 8 or like
Oh
7.
god.
So I don't know. In my brain, somehow I learned. I just assumed that, like, when bats poop, it's white. So she was covered in cum, I guess. And I was like, oh, why is she covered in poop? That's weird. And I just scrolled past it.
That's even
And
worse.
then I looked up scat.
Yeah.
That's even worse. Man.
And it's like, I think it was a PAL Comics image, but I'm not sure.
You still remember? Holy shit.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
PAL Comics.
Damn.
You still remember? Holy crap.
Well, I
man.
remember it because it was the first thing I've ever saw like that. It was and it's like, oh no, she had something red sticking in her, so I assumed it was Knuckles' tail. Like, it was weird. I don't know. Like, I just made a lot of assumptions because it was the first time I ever saw something like that.
Yeah. So innocent.
Dude, I didn't even.
Dude, just saying the name PAL Comics just unleashed like a torrent of memory.
Yeah.
Dude.
I completely forgot that existed.
Like PAL, as in like PAL, like PAL.
It's
Yeah, it's like a
PALCOMIX.
It was like a Chinese comic creator, and they would just fucking shit out terrible comics from popular shows and movies and charge people money, or try to get people to charge money, but people would just steal their shit and upload it.
Nice.
Lovely.
It was not even worth stealing, and it was terrible.
It was not.
Dude, I remember one. It was like a fever dream. It was from Lilo and Stitch.
Oh no!
And like you could tell the artist was getting horny or something over time, because it just became more and more deranged as it went, like the style, until eventually they didn't even look like the characters anymore.
This just sounds awful.
And I'm like, what the hell is happening?
Yeah, I think PAL Comics was my first introduction to MLP too.
What?
Just because he
no.
had like a little hub website where he had all the series he did.
He would make those shitty like Anthro comics and all that. Yeah.
Man, is this website even alive nowadays? Or probably got nuked?
Probably
dead.
I'm assuming no one fucking using it anymore, because back then he kind of. I mean, back then there weren't too many like artists making fucking porn consistently, so he kind of had like a bit of a monopoly. But now, yeah, no one's watching that shit anymore. But go on.
No, I was gonna agree with you. Back then there was like no options. I think
Yeah, so it's basically like
website. It was like some dream website. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, like maybe once in a while you get like an actual like high quality image, but most of the time it'll be like shit his level.
Back then.
And what's it called? It was like a. God, I can't remember. It was just like a website where people would write down dreams that they had, and then somebody made like illustrations of them. That doesn't.
He took my dream journal.
Oh god, let's see this website way out. Let's see how fucking outdated it is.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's
Is it still ongoing?
Oh my god, it's alive. Enter.
Oh, this did not age well at all.
One of the people who made comics for PAL Comics died. I know that.
Really? Who?
Yeah, the guy who made the. Oh, if I had to look in the name.
Oh, let's see
there's
here.
So many.
Palcom.
Well,
Oh damn, that is
you know
that
what?
is an
This is
ancient
the
looking web page.
523
This is straight out of
comments.
like 2009. Jesus.
2009.
Yeah.
Damn,
okay.
you really do have that modern age brain rot, don't you?
I
Okay.
know.
The funny thing about this is that they're still ongoing because they have G5 Pwn.
Oh,
Oh no.
I'm gonna click out. God, this looks so sketchy as fuck. This
this looks
truly.
like this looks like the fucking like the front for like a fucking CP ring. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, he does draw lolies and stuff.
Oh
So
no.
Of course.
This is
Why
like
am
a
I not
fucking like
surprised?
this is like a fucking honeypot website. Like, yeah, this will look so sketchy.
Well, it's not even that. This just looks like a fucking time capsule of like 2005.
Yeah.
Just everything looks so bad.
I don't know. It has a charm to it, but that's just because I am incredibly biased and
Oh my
I
god,
don't
there's the
care.
comic.
Well, no. No. You have
You-
to control F and look for it.
Found it.
Dude, his face gets so fucking twisted and
I'm
weird.
not even gonna fucking look at what you're looking. I clicked out of that shit.
Oh god,
I'll just take a
Equestrian
screen-
Tame?
I'll just take a
Does that
zoomed
even
in
still
screenshot.
exist? Let's see. Oh no.
This just looks so bad.
Apparently it does, but it's not the main page anymore, okay.
Man. Well, at least this guy has more of a creative vision than G5. We'll say that.
Yeah.
Not saying much.
Like-
Yeah, I'll include that. I'll include that. That's
What the fuck?
that's a good sign for y'all that are listening to the show. We'll include this image.
Yeah, I'm worried what the rest of that image
I
must,
don't even
must
want to
contain.
know, bro.
Yeah, you can keep the image looking like that. I don't want to see the platinum edition of that anytime soon.
Thanks, bro. This is fucking.
Where's that fucking image of the bald guy saying, "This better not awaken anything in me" from? I swear I've seen that.
It's the community.
The Community?
Yeah, community. The wait, is that the community?
Also, it was used in one of the anthropologies.
That's awful.
Oh, is that like the new versions of the anthologies where it's like done
that's
by
right, yeah,
NLP?
anthology. It was in one of the anthologies. I forgot which one. It was when Twilight shook her ass, and then he was like, "Better not awaken anything in me."
Oh, no. Well, speaking of awakening things, this
Let's
guy,
go back to the there we go.
this
What?
guy, this
Which
guy,
guy?
this Turkey Slom guy. I'm not gonna say
Turkey
his name.
Slong.
The Salami Joe guy.
Mhm.
Alright, Salami Joe over here making a video about like things that we already knew about, but it kind of goes back to the whole like, oh, this show it scarred me. Oh, like, where are your parents at? Didn't your
Very good
parents,
question. Where the fuck were your parents at?
Didn't your parents like monitor you? Because I know nowadays like they don't give a shit. Like millennial parents
They
are fucking
don't.
awful. You know, they give their fucking kids like their iPhones and shit when they're like age 7. They have access to like everything. TikTok and Instagram rots your fucking brain, but no. It's the terribly written fanfic called Cupcakes that really scarred me.
Totally.
It's
Yeah.
not even that horrifying. People are just being a bunch of sanctimonious twats about it.
There are worse stories that haven't even been mentioned, like what is the fucking Blue Blood story? The one where he does unspeakable things.
100 days of Prince Blue Blood. I think that's the story.
Exactly. That's like 100 times worse, and that video never gets brought up on these like top 10 lists because you know why? That video is actually that story is actually really bad. But that can't sell because that is no good for advertisers, so they're not gonna go on the true shit that can probably cause actual trauma.
Exactly. I think it's just the fact that these people who mind you, they're my age, like, Zoomer age. I think they got brought up in that whole outrage culture. People like me kind of escaped that, but they've been sucked right into it. So when they like looked back on, seeing this shit, they felt like, oh shit, I've been traumatized. I need to make this like a moral outcry and start bitching and moaning on YouTube videos like this. And I think that's what's happening personally.
Yeah, but like, why wait so long?
Because they need their
Because it wasn't
attention. That's
real.
why.
It's like, hold on. Give me
Attention
a
is a hell of a drug, isn't it, bruv?
Give me a second. Give me a second.
It's easier to blame shit than it is to accept that you're fucked up because you're a fucked up person.
Mhm.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
Like a lot of people, you'll notice when they argue about stopping racism or sexism or pedophiles or whatever the hell it might be, they always use we instead of I.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I don't even want to get into that.
We have to stop being racist. We have to do better, everybody.
It
We
always
need to
has to
stop
be
having
we.
all of our racist thoughts. It's like,
Well,
you're just fucking talking about yourself, you asshole.
You're the one fucking saying the N word in fucking Call of Duty games, fucker.
Call of Duty. No, that was
What's
a
this?
game.
Tribal orcs that only want to murder people and are extremely crazy? This reminds me of black people.
That's your fault, bucko.
Exactly.
Literally, that's...
Imagine unironically defaulting to that as the first thing in your head.
Yeah, it's
What
that
was...
speaks for itself, honestly.
You've been trying to be racist, unironically. That thought never even occurred to me until that
Yeah,
became like an
same.
issue.
I
I
was
mean,
like...
it
I was gonna
it
say...
hits the
I was gonna
it like
say, I'm like, orcs are orcs, bro. Like, I never put... They speak... If anything, they're like British, because they always speak in that weird, like, accent.
Oh my god. Now I want to hear a British orc.
Just listen to 40k orcs. They're all British.
they're unfortunately cursed with being British.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to smash your head now.
That's literally how they talk. That is literally how they fucking talk. I'm not even joking. That's how they talk.
Right, it's quite a bad situation, isn't it?
We got to paint it red, boss. Boss, we gotta paint it red to go faster. Like they speak like British people, so
Boss, we need to paint the minis a bit redder so that they move faster across the board. You see what I mean? Whenever they move faster, look at me. I'm moving it faster because it has red on it.
Exactly.
Oh, quite right. You're moving quite fast there.
I'm not even joking. That's how they sound like. That's how they sound like.
I was talking about D&D orcs.
Talk.
No, those aren't orcs in 40k.
Orcs. I know. I was talking about D&D.
I think like do they talk like that in Warhammer Fantasy or
Sorta.
That's what started the whole snowball effect of D&D turning everything away from being good or evil.
Everyone's just bad.
Yeah. Well, now everybody is good, actually, and they're just treated badly.
Misled.
Yeah.
misunderstood?
Nobody understands the drow.
But
Oh yeah, drow aren't evil anymore. It's just that one specific group of drow that's super evil now.
Mind flayers, not evil.
Mind flayers are not evil. They're just misunderstood beings that must consume intelligent life to survive.
Hashtag not all mind flayers.
Not all mind flayers.
truly parasitic animals. They're parasites. They're
I'm waiting for Tiamat to be the good dragon all along, and Bahamut was an asshole.
I'm not even like into D&D that much, so I don't even know what the fuck you're on about.
Well, all the base TG out there can join in while you don't understand.
Imagine not being a true T. LMAO point at this guy and laugh.
Not being a fat guy.
Dude, okay, look. I go into TG, but then like I can't stay in there too long because all these newbies come in and are just saying off the wall shit. And I'm just like, okay. Even me that started playing 40k,
you just can't handle their hot takes.
Yeah. Oh, I'm learning lore from this weird zoomer. I'm like, oh god, here we go. But yeah, it's just it's so awful. Like going back to the video we're talking about, just talking about this surface level shit, like Toon Critic. Like, who in the fuck ever liked Toon Critic? Like, even before he did all his other like horrible heinous
Yeah,
shit.
he wasn't like I mean, okay, for like the people, like the YouTuber, the content creators, they were kind of like butter him up, but for like people who were kind of behind the scenes, they already knew he was a fucking asshole to begin with.
Yeah, like he would try to get money from everybody. Everybody.
Everyone.
Yeah. And then one of his fucking defenders, and I will link the post because I don't want to get clips saying this because it's fucking terrible.
Archived.
It's archived. It is archived. Here is this exact post, and I'll even play the clip on your fucking screen when you watch this. I didn't know this happened.
Now you're gonna get struck.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna get struck. This person doesn't even probably upload YouTube videos anymore. But that's the post, and that it is word for word what that other content creator was trying to defend
let's
with.
see.
That is word for word what he said in the video because I listened to the
Gross
video.
mouth sounds.
It's loading.
Here, hold on. I roleplay with just about anyone who's willing, and sometimes, if the minor is mature enough.
Oh no! All right,
God.
bro. Like, why
What
would
the
you
fuck?
ever say that? The audacity of this man to
Jeez.
say that.
Bruh.
If the minor is,
Imagine unironically being one of these people that goes through like these several dozen steps of trying to justify it.
Well, it was just funny that he was trying to defend Toon Critic with the very thing that everyone was hating Toon Critic for. It's like you're not helping his case at all, you dumbass.
all the maps are
God.
writing.
Dude, I mean, there are so many other cringe moments that are actually like parts of history of this fandom, and like just by me posting this image, you guys can probably hear it. Remember this part?
Oh no! Yep.
God forbid a molester.
The legend himself, the Spaghetti Man.
Dude, this man, bro.
This absolute lad. Man, but that is certainly a.
How about that moment when they're explaining to Lauren Faust that their show is actually just as good as her show?
Yeah, that random like fucker on stage was like basically just saying that shit to her face, and you could just tell Warren was like just holding her anger in.
Oh man.
She should have epically stood up and been like, "Let me tell you all the reasons your show is shit, and you're a shit writer." And all the fans stand up and clap.
Exactly.
Everybody stood up and clapped.
Everybody stood up and clapped.
I like to add more every time I see another episode of on shit that never happened. Just to say something extravagant like, and Obama was there. He gave me a presidential award.
He gave me the fucking Medal of Honor for my fucking service to this country.
Mm-hmm.
And then my 1-year-old stood up and was like, "Mother, why do they have to be so racist to our kind?"
Oh my god.
I wonder what this dude's doing now, the fucking spaghetti dude. I wonder how his life is doing now, honestly.
Yeah, who knows?
That's honestly a question I'd like to
Disappeared.
ask just to see, what are you up to? What have you been doing? What is your destiny?
Where is he now?
There are so many strange characters in this fandom that I would love to see aware of.
Yeah, I want to follow up on them, honestly.
Like, just to... Okay.
Where's the kid that got doxxed on Facebook asking for porn?
Bruh. What a lad.
I forgot his name. I used to know it.
I don't know. I didn't even know that was a fucking thing. What the hell? Why did he get doxxed?
Yeah, you did. That was like early. That was early fandom days on the board.
Why did he get doxxed though?
Because
was the dumbass did he include
if
something?
I remember right, he used
he's on
email
Facebook.
back when they
Take a
showed you
guess
the
as to
email
why
slot.
he's getting
What
doxxed.
an idiot! He actually put an email slot.
I think that's what it is. It's been so long since I looked into
He
that.
actually filled in the email section.
All I know is
what a lad.
All I know is they found out what his name was, and they looked him up on Facebook, and they were using like his real name on the board, telling him not to. Asking him why he's looking up
my
porn.
fucking god.
And then they sent him shitloads of porn on Facebook. So his
Oh, well, good
family
for
saw
them.
his feed.
Yeah, good for that guy, I guess.
Dude.
So his family saw him looking at all this fucking pony porn.
Mind you, poorly made pony porn. This is like early in the fandom, so it's not even good looking.
I mean, this is early fandom days. You had to take what you could get.
Dude, Pale Comics.
I don't think it was that bad.
Fat.
I don't even know, dude.
I felt kind of spoiled by good porn now, though.
Oh, dude. Speaking of, I'm on day 2. Day fucking
Lol.
2. Did anyone? What? Everyone lost already in this chat. Is anyone still?
No, I'm doing nightly net November.
Okay, you honestly thought.
What does that even mean?
What do you
Every
mean?
night you fucking beat it.
Yeah, it's every single night.
You
You really think I'm gonna fucking partake in that Reddit create challenge, Stucky? No.
Bro. You don't understand. The retention.
What's it doing for you?
Nothing so far. It's only been day 2.
Oh,
I got like the last time I tried doing it, even before this, was like 24 days, and I did feel a little bit better. My vision was
somebody posted horse pussy in this archive.
Yeah, that was funny. But
haha, funny.
Well, it was funny because they posted that, and it was haha. It's one of those moments where it's like people are having a discussion, but then this one guy comes into the call and just starts like, "Oh, they're talking about it again. Why are you guys talking about this again? It's like,
why are you talking about it?
Dude,
you're not allowed to talk about something more than once.
Just leave the call then. Oh,
yeah, leave the call.
No, I can't. I had to. I'm in the discussion now, and it's like they're just going over the top to like kill the vibe. But yeah, this surface level shit. I already knew like all the stories, and I'm just like, should I like actually comment on his channel?
I was very tempted to, but I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing it.
Got a tiny little.
Create a dummy account.
Yeah, you'd have all these Zoomers be like, "Oh, you said something mean. He's my icon."
Okay, you mentioned him first, Drunksky.
He shall not be named.
What's he up to now?
We're not gonna like name them, but all right.
He's getting married to the girl he groomed.
He already did though.
Oh, I thought they didn't do it because of the whole COVID thing.
I'm pretty sure that he's already officially married to her.
Oh.
Well, at least they had a happy ending.
Yeah, so it's just.
I guess just have a good time looking for your future ex-wife, everybody.
That's so bad.
I just remember when that Twitter post happened, no one was like questioning in the comments, that age difference, do the math. How old was she when he met him at first? No one questioned it.
Dude, nothing happened, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, this is Twitter. You honestly expect them to question it?
He's very honorable and patient to wait until she was 18 before they did anything.
Totally, that's totally what happened. He
totally just like went to her parents and was like, "May I take your daughter out? We're just going to see a movie and I'll bring her back."
Mm-hmm.
He talked about ML Poll as if like people currently on the board don't shit on people that are from Poll. They tell them to get the fuck out every single time. Like,
yeah.
Well, whenever the ML poll event happened, apparently, I guess a lot of poll decided that being a bunch of people that are into traps, lollies, or other weird shit, that hey, this pony shit's pretty good, and I guess that got their cute shit fix.
Well, it's not even that. It's just that like the way that this video kind of like creates the narrative that /MLP and /Poll still get along. It's like the fuck we do.
No.
Like,
We
yeah,
did.
there's some people that get along
Poll.
here. Yeah, again, yeah, most people hate Poll because we don't care about politics in our fucking imaginary shows. Like, get the fuck out. Like, we made
the thing it was more about was like MLP was made up of people from all the other boards.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, have they
So we got like elements of everything, but we're not like any of them in particular.
I feel we got more
Yeah.
of B than anything, but that's my opinion.
Well,
I think a lot of it was S4S.
Yeah. I mean, S4S is better than B, so I will say that. But
S4S? I haven't been on S4S in a while. I need to check up on those fuckers.
it's still the same shit show.
Pole B, S4S, K.
Well,
D,
S4S
probably a lot of
sounds
D.
like fun. I don't want to have a bad day because why else would I go to Pole?
Look, I don't. Again, he made it seem like we get along 100%. Like the board gets along 100% with Pole, and Pole gets along 100% with MLP. Even though on that very day there were still people fucking arguing and shit. Like everyone loves to glance over that because they're still diehard people. Even on the board to this day, as soon as you post a pony image, everyone goes on full fucking nuclear meltdown mode.
Well, yeah, that's because everyone is just the kind of retard that screeches about GR15 still.
Yeah, nobody learned. QA definitely did not learn. Rest in peace, QA.
Rip.
What is QA?
I still don't.
What?
QA's
I don't
still
remember
around.
what QA was. All I remember is that people just like to say QA lost.
They try to go a little too close to the sun, and yeah,
They shat too close to the sun.
they got burned pretty bad, like those pancakes. Probably even worse.
Oh, here we go with the fucking pancakes again. God damn it.
Rest
QA
in
is supposed
peace,
to be a place
Pancake
to ask
Mayor. It was
questions, and it was
unfair that
taken
you
over
had to be
by
treated
some
that way.
off-branch A thing, I think.
It just got destroyed. Like, I don't even know the full story. I just know bits and pieces of it. I should lurk more, but no one really likes to talk about it because it's like mentioning a name that shall not be named.
Yeah.
It was so long ago, I don't remember.
It's only been a year, but yeah, in internet time, that's like a fucking century.
I mean, last time I was on QA was like 7 years ago.
Yeah, no, I haven't been on QA in a while. Like, I went on it before everything went to hell, but I come back like months later because I used to like laughing at those posts. QA, like, how do I get girlfriend, guys? How do I get laid, guys? I used to just laugh at those posts, and I go back one day and I'm just like, oh, it's gone.
All I remember is even when it was made, it wasn't used for its intended purpose.
Yeah. It's kind of like R9K. How it was supposed to be like original posts and stuff, and then it just turned into like the fucking incel / trap like ring.
Yeah, just
oh yeah,
people
like
fucking posting.
yeah, like those hyper depressed people on fucking on R9K.
Yeah.
I know it's unhealthy to always compare yourself to people like that, but that's just a reminder to never get that depressed.
Just don't.
Well, it's like
there's always the new low you could aspire to be, and that is not one you should go to.
What is it? What's the fucking thing that's coming up now? Like the new meme? Fuck. It's not the urges one. What is it? Oh yeah, the intrusive thoughts one. It's the intrusive thoughts.
Intrusive
thoughts. But I'm guessing going back to the other subject we were talking about, am I the only one still participating in No Nut November?
It seems like it.
Damn. Okay, your silence, the people that didn't speak up, is deafening. I understand that you guys didn't care.
I mean, most people probably don't. It's more so like, do you feel like it or do you not?
It's a meme.
I've never tried that.
I mean, some people are like total coom lords, but that's just the nature of who they are.
Yeah, it's me. My balls hurt if I don't come after 3 days.
What the fuck? Okay, I'm not your
Every time I
doctor,
see, every time I see someone that or like see anything that says like my balls hurt, I think of this one guy that I saw somewhere ages ago.
Who says his balls hurt?
Yeah, it was just some random guy with a SpongeBob avatar that just said my balls hurt every now and again. Guy was a fucking legend. I hope he's doing good in life.
I hope his balls are doing okay.
That sounds like some deviant art like tier comments like, "Oh God, I wish that was me," or like, what's the asterisk comes asterisk like,
Comes on you or something stupid like that.
yeah, like bro, what the fuck? Oh man, that's some deviant art level like comments, dude. Those are the greatest. Like when I see those just floating around, it's oh man.
Let's see here. I may have an image of it. Let me see if it's on this computer. It might be on another one.
Yeah, while you look for that, we'll wrap up the whole like Salami Joe fucking
Salami Joe.
Salami Joe fucking video. Yeah, it was some pretty surface level shit. I watched the whole thing and I was like, this is nothing new. For those that like are not even in the fandom knew about it because they were some pretty big happenings. When Mando Pony got outed for all those Snapchat shenanigans, the horrible shit that he was saying and doing. It's like that was a pretty big deal because by then he already moved on to like other fandoms. So everyone already like knew it. Like these were happenings that aren't new. So it's like it always makes me wonder. It's like why do you take so long to like make a story about things that already happened and everyone knows about? Go ahead, Drunk.
Is there like a term for this genre of like video where it's like, okay, you go through like some fandom's dirty laundry 5 years after the fact, and it's supposed to be, I don't know, exciting to people.
I guess if you can loosely
I don't know.
put
You see a lot of videos about this sort of thing, but I just don't know what it's called.
I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind is like saying that it's like an expose or something along those lines.
Or like a loosely saying like, oh, a retrospect.
But that's like that work being used
either an expose or retrospective.
Yeah, but that's like loosely using that term. Because this man, again, he didn't really do his research. He posted shit that everyone knew about. Like, even if it's not people that are into, like, MLP, like, just by having the one dude on what's-his-name's channel, the guy that, like, made the Rainbow Dash jar, like, everyone...
Oh, yeah, that was, what was his name?
Wang, right? Wang?
Yeah, Wang.
Yeah.
He had the My Little Pony Cum Jar project, and then I think, like, I think it's either he also had like a bunch of other videos on like cum artifacts or shit artifacts.
Oh no.
Oh god.
But just doing that is more interesting because you're actually talking to the guy, and you're asking him like questions directly, like, hey, like what made you want to fucking do this, that kind of shit. But like this is more like, what really made them want to do it? I guess we'll never know because I can't talk to these people directly. Like, I mean, I can... As horrible as these people are, I would still fucking try to, like, talk to them and say, like, what the fuck made you want to do this?
Sure.
Did you really think that this was an okay idea?
Yeah. You mind taking a seat right over there and explaining yourself to me? Why don't you wrap that towel around you? What are you thinking? Chasing around this young filly throughout the entirety of this bakery? What was going through your mind? I have the chat log. I have the chat log right here. You mentioned whipped cream. You mentioned pies. Like, what are we gonna do here?
I wasn't gonna go all the way.
You just keep up the bit.
Oh man. But yeah, like it's just those things where it's just like, again, where are they now would kind of be good. I mean, he does okay jobs in the sense of like other people, like Animated James. Remember that guy?
Yeah,
the toot guy.
He dropped off the earth.
Well, apparently, and then again, this is according to Salami Joe here. There was like other artists that had very, very similar art styles to the guy that made a YouTube channels, but like after they got a little bit popular, some people started saying, "Hey, you look like this guy." Those people would either like never post again or deleted their channels outright. So he's probably still out there doing stuff because didn't he go to school for this, like for animation?
I'm pretty sure he did or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like,
I always found his whole situation interesting because there is that whole aspect of the whole him like dating like a underage like voice actor or some bullshit. But I can't really get into that because I don't really know too much about it.
Yeah.
So it could go either way. But the whole aspect of him having a fart fetish, I always thought that was kind of stupid how that
Oh
basically
my
kind of fucked his
god.
career because
I don't think
it's
most
fucking
people actually cared.
it's cringe, but I don't think people should
I'll
have
mock
reacted
you
that
for it,
badly,
but that's about
honestly.
it.
Well, that aside, but not to discount it, um, he was a super awkward guy.
Yeah,
Super,
he's very
super,
awkward.
super.
If you see those videos of him like IRL at the cons, he looks very awkward. You can tell he's not used to being social with people. So
Yeah, like he's looking around as if something's behind him about to pounce on him. Like he does not look like in his full senses. I don't
he
know if
always
you
has
want.
his hands on his like stomach. You know, you can just tell he's very nervous overall.
Yeah, like I'm not a psychiatrist or anything like that, but he doesn't look all there. So it's kind of like, hmm, you know? And it's the same thing with like most of these other people where it's just like I'm not going to excuse what they did because like fuck that, but you know, they're not all there either. So it's just kind of like it kind of goes back to the whole what can you really do to like protect the people that actually do need protection from these people? You know, like the whole Toon Critic situation could have been easily avoidable had his circle of friends actually outed him way sooner rather than later. Because I think, according again to Salami Joe's video, they knew about it. They just didn't say anything publicly. But
Yeah,
that call leaked. The
yeah.
whole Riff Cafe, which again, for those listening, we do know a lot of Riff Cafe members that are still around. Um, yeah, like those calls leaked, and that's the only reason why, a lot of people have, well, hold on, let me like rewind this. A lot of people came to the conclusion that um he was only outed because it was leaked. Like they weren't actually going to like do the things that they did to him, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just that's
Because in
also
the
kind of
video, they're
fucked.
basically kind of like say, okay, listen, if it gets out, gets out, but if it doesn't, we'll keep this under the rug, basically. They're just kind of wanting to go report to the police, basically. They didn't
See,
really say, we're gonna, like, put this out there, so maybe.
and that's another thing too, right? Like the Riff Cafe, if we can get Corpulent Brony in here to like shed some light on the Riff Cafe, because and I'll link the video in the description because we did do an interview with Corpulent Brony, not on this channel but another channel. I was the guy that interviewed him. He opens a door onto a lot of other shit, like people stealing money, people lying to family members, and like all this other shit that happened in the Riff Cafe. So I was hoping that Salami Joe would have done a little bit more research into the Riff Cafe to realize how much of a fucking cesspool that place was, you know.
Never even heard of that.
Now you're expecting quite a lot out of people, dude.
Well, I mean, if the guy
He's not
can do
known
it,
for doing deep research, so you really shouldn't expect that from him.
bro, if the man can do a 30, was it 38 minutes? How long is this video? How long is this video? I gotta look it up. But if he can fucking make a video that's 43 minutes long, I'm sure he can do 20 minutes of research into the Riff Cafe because there's a horse news articles about it. So it's out there.
Want to give me the rundown on the Rift Cafe?
So
when was this? Like 2015 or so?
So the Riff Cafe was a very early like fandom group.
Yeah.
Skype days. That's how far back it goes.
Yeah.
It was mainly all like the commentary people. Like I think fuck, what was her name? She used to do videos. Was it Key
like
something?
all the analysts?
Yeah, basically all the analysts. Like Toon Critic was in there. Sheldon was in there. Corp was in there. Wubcake, I believe Wubcake was in there too. It was a lot of It was a lot of those like analyst people, but then like if you knew somebody, like if you were in the known, like you were also in that group. So it was kind of like an exclusive club in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like I'll link the video in the description because Corp explains it best because he saw the shit going on right away and he was calling it out, and eventually he got kicked out along with other people that were calling it out because it was like, dude, like some of y'all are like doing some really fucked up shit that you guys shouldn't be doing in here, but you know, fucking Skype days. So like again, I think it was one of those members that lied about a situation that they were getting like abused. They lied about that situation to get like money from other people and like moved in to someone's like house or something, and they like kept all the money, and that was fucked. The whole situation with the whole Toon Critic thing, you know, they basically protected him in a way because they didn't do it publicly. You know, they just had a private call and gave him a slap on the wrist, whilst like a couple of them are being like apologetic to the situation and stuff like that. So it's just kind of like those types of things that happen in there. Like, it wasn't all bad like 100% of the time, but a lot of shit happened in there, and it was just kind of ignored because at the time these people were bringing in numbers and shit and we're popular, so we're just gonna turn away. So it's like,
Lol.
yeah. So I mean, like I said, like I'll link the description to the video. He sheds light on the situation a lot more because he was actually fucking there, and he was one of those individuals that like wrote an article about it. So yeah, I'll take his word for it. But yeah,
All
you
right.
know, yeah, it's just those videos. Somebody that made like a good like palate cleanser. It's another YouTuber that I started watching recently because he did like a review on a fucking book about Rarity, and kind of has his own unique style, but
Mhm.
like kind of reminds me of DWK, just, you know, not as like over exaggerated in the character, but like, you know, broke DWK. His name is Quantum I can't even say his fucking name. Quantum Hippologist. Is that how you say
Let's
his
see.
name?
Let me take a look at it.
I can't talk right now, dude. My nose is so stuffy. Like, it's hard to breathe. I don't know why. It just all of a sudden it's just, my nose fucking hurts. My eyes fucking hurt. But
You good?
yeah, no, I'm good. I can go another 5 minutes. It's just all of a sudden I just got this, probably some allergies or some shit. I don't know. My weak genetic line is telling me to stop, but I'm gonna keep going. But it was a recent post that he went over basically,
Made by
and the Twitter comment in question basically like an overview of it.
Oh yeah, Quantum Hippologist.
There you go, Quantum Hippologist.
I've only watched one video by this guy and it was bad.
Whoa.
His G5 video was bad. It's literally just you only hate G5 because it's not good right now, but they'll explain things later on, so you shouldn't hate it.
Yeah, I mean, not every content creator is like making hot takes every time.
Yeah.
But I did like his video that he did recently, which was the whole like why kids don't belong online. And I'm sure it's not to be taken literally, but again, as we were talking about earlier, it's like the parents' responsibility to make sure that their kids aren't consuming media that's going to actually damage them, or like talk to people that are going to damage them. It's not the content creators that are making this content. Like, I mean, outside looking in, pretty fucked up if you are drawing clop and stuff like that, outside looking in, because I do have friends that, you know, they are into other things, but as soon as they see some like clop, they're just like, what the fuck, you know. And
clop is an art form.
Well, no, I'm just saying
What
like,
kind of other things?
What?
What kind of other things are
Oh
they
no,
into?
I make fun of them because they're into anime like 150%. So it's just like, okay, guy, go take a shower, bro. So it's like you can't really talk much when it's like you're fucking back.
I thought it would at least be Anthro or something.
Oh no. I don't talk to furries, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Aren't you a scaly? I thought you guys hated furries.
They're pretty annoying, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because they try to claim everything is furry.
And it's not. You can tell them
Exactly.
I mean, like, I know I've probably mentioned this several times already, but there was this one guy, like this bald-headed dude that went to a lot of like furry cons and shit. Really don't remember his name or what he went by, but he basically said the worst enemy of a furry is himself, a furry.
That's pretty accurate.
Well, I mean, this guy that made the tweet
on Zoo said.
This guy that, dude.
Sun Tzu the furry said.
Sun Tzu the furry. This man over here, I don't even know. I'm just gonna call him man. I don't know. Whatever. This Twitter user, we'll just say that. This Twitter user, the tweet in question, it's a little chain one, so I'll just read it. I will never forgive the adult My Little Pony fans for making the MLP fandom space wildly inappropriate and exposing so many of us when we were innocent children wanting to search MLP content to explicit pornography and violent, disturbing imagery. So kind of similar to your situation over there, Fish, of finding Rouge getting covered in bat shit.
Yeah, but that was
that was on purpose.
Yeah.
And then it continues to this. I guess they were doubling down here. Quote, your kids aren't my responsibility. End quote. Okay, and you're a sick fuck if you post porn of a children's show on a public platform because you damn well know little kids can easily stumble upon it through one of the search crying emoji. How do you even watch MLP and feel the need to sexualize the characters? IDK now that I'm an adult, I just find so many of these people that were adults when I was a kid on the internet weird as fuck for the content they posted.
This guy's coping so hard.
Yeah, in the fandom spaces, they know we're blatantly meant and filled with kids. Crying emoji. They don't even do it privately. Was so easily searchable. And this is the last post.
Please take it to
I mean, like, does anybody remember those jokes of like those 4-panel memes back in the day where it's like, all right, son, I am going to work now, and he's like, okay, Dad, bye, running at like hyper light speed.
Yeah, then he's
Big Bobby.
Well, this is the last one. This is the last one.
Like I could literally like on the Microsoft Edge tab right now, I could just type in big boob and press enter, and I would probably get more pornography than anyone who has ever lived before me could even dream of having in their fingers.
Oh yeah, that's a totally different issue. Because like
totally different issue, but like you don't have to look hard for this stuff. Sure, you'll accidentally get exposed to it, but still.
And that's why. And I'll go into that real quick. Last one here, right? I can't even search MLP on Twitter sometimes without seeing porn, and it's disgusting. I don't want to see that shit no matter how old I am. If you weren't into MLP as a child, but you aren't as an adult, man, I'm gonna slide the fuck out of you. Fuck bronies till it's backwards. I don't even get what that means. But going to what you were saying, yes, we live in a time and yes, we live in a day and age where porn is so easily accessible that any word, it doesn't even matter. If you have a search function off, you can type in ketchup and you will see tits covered in ketchup. If you type in the word fucking like banana, you're going to see some fucking dicks coming out of banana peels. Like everything is just, it's just there now.
Why are you talking so quiet?
Oh, I have to like go into the mic a little bit closer.
You're gonna see a penis.
You're gonna see a penis now. God, that sounds horrible saying that into the mic. But
stay away from the mic.
Hey, everybody. I have just pressed enter on my keyboard, and wow, that's a lot of dicks.
Dude, I still remember
Colonel, there's cocks all over my.
Dude, I remember when I was like in 4th grade in computer lab, I searched the word Google on the Google search, and the search was moderate, and the first fucking like image was like a pair of tits, or like the O's go for Google. So it's just like, dude, like even the word Google, So it's just like, yeah, you know, and you know what doesn't help? It's like, one, those content creators, it's not their responsibility to like police their own content. Like, yeah, Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm gonna look at you a little weird if you're doing like certain things, but you know, there's gonna be a community for everything, and I yeah. The other thing I was gonna say was that like,
oh, it's dead now.
What?
We were talking about first porn experiences, and I was thinking back to when I was like 8 or 9, I typed in whitehouse.com, and it was a porn website.
Nice.
It's dead now, though.
It's dead now. Dude, I remember when it was like those weird ass like fucking what is it, Lemon Party?
Yeah.
Oh god.
The shock
Yeah.
site era,
Yeah.
truly an
yeah,
age
meat
most
spin.
Zoomers could never hope to understand.
Two girls,
Two
one
girls,
cup.
one cup.
Pub girl.
Yeah, like I didn't actually see a lot of them growing up myself, but I was like vaguely aware of them because like I think it was actually referenced in a superhero movie where what's it like one of the guys who I guess was playing like a Professor X role to the main protagonist, the Dragonfly or whatever the fuck he was called.
Mm-hmm.
Two girls, one cup. You know what to do, or something like that.
Jesus Christ.
Like it truly was a different era.
Well,
Like after you saw it, you're like, now I have to look it up to understand this movie.
I think it was like a series of movies that were like X movie, where it was like just parodying the genres of like all the big popular movies, like superhero movie, disaster movie, so on and so forth.
Dude, I remember
And
disaster movie,
yeah, those are some pretty funny movies. Very vulgar, but very fucking funny.
If I could turn back time.
They also had the shards of glass advertisements. Let me find those real quick.
You mean the jar guy?
No, not jar guy. This is entirely something different.
But yeah, no, but like going back to what they were saying though, like as there's a lot of
like this.
Oh,
this is a bit of an older anti-smoking commercial.
Oh, nice.
But this is at least a good satirical one. It isn't like the annoying. Hey guys, did you know vaping can deliver toxic metals?
Oh yeah,
into
those
your
fuckers. Yeah, I don't like those.
Those annoy the hell out of me. I don't vape. Why the fuck are you targeting me?
But like we have some content creators in here. What do you? It's always been like a struggle between this kind of shit. Like, what would you say to these people that are trying to be like, oh, you have to. If they're cute characters, just keep them cute.
LMAO, get fucked, nerd.
Get fucked. Either get the fuck out the internet or stay in your little bubble and get the fuck out. That's what I would say.
What about
That's
you,
a good
Driz?
summary.
What about you, Driz?
What?
What would you say to these types of people that like constantly keep like blaming these like artists and everything else for like all the fucking world's problems? Well, rather the internet's problems.
They're coping. Like it doesn't matter what other things are doing. Like it could kind of change your point of view, but it doesn't actually impact what choices you're making at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like no matter what kind of shit you show me, I'm not gonna suddenly start acting differently, or I'm not gonna suddenly lose my ability to choose how to act. And that's what they want to do. They want to be able to go, oh, well, I'm just making all these terrible choices and doing all these terrible, shitty things because somebody else made me do it. It's not my fault, and I don't have to work on it.
Yeah, like blame pushing. That's a certified hood classic, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they'll blame the environment, right? They'll be like, "Oh, well, it was the internet and this and that." It's like, cool, you went to that part of the internet.
It's the same people who will list out like, "Oh, actually, I'm depressed," so and they'll put that in like their bio that they're depressed or that they are neurodivergent.
Yeah, most of everyone who's alive right now is severely depressed. Get in the fucking line.
Or anything else, and they'll just list it out. And then anytime you tell them, "How come you're not trying to do things? How come you're not doing this?" Because of this problem, this mental condition I have, I can't do it.
Go outside and touch grass, unironically. It'll change your life. Oh, you're telling me being in the same fucking room for 12 hours straight is destroying your fucking your mental health? Like, oh, maybe you should go outside.
Who knew?
You should move a little bit.
I know I'm a shut-in, but geez, man. At least I go out, but that's mostly for work.
Yeah, like it's almost like we're human and we shouldn't be put in like a fucking cube all fucking day. Like, don't get me wrong, I love sitting down for a day playing video games or just watching movies or something, but I can't do that for a whole week. I can't. My fucking ass hurts from sitting down so long, you know. So it's just that's just
get a more
me,
comfy
though.
chair.
Yeah, fucking chair. But yeah, like they'll blame the environment, like, oh well, it was the internet back then. It's like, yeah, but you went to that part of the internet.
Yeah, and the people that are busy complaining about it and demanding that the internet be sanitized are probably part of the problem, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, but there's still a lot of fuck shit on the internet that
you look up most of those people that are calling for stuff to be censored. They're the ones that will look it up.
Probably. Well, they have worse things that they look into that they rather.
We have statistics. A lot of the people that make the biggest deal out of
statistics. He has the numbers.
You can pick any kind of social situation.
It's the stereotypical one, right? Where the politician's trying to gay bash when all of a sudden, like, you find out
turns out
they have a gay lover.
Yeah, it turns out they get more dick than a fucking glory hole.
Exactly.
Or the pedo hunters that like make their entire career hunting pedophiles, then it gets out there into weird shit as well.
Vita, fucking guy.
Exactly. That's exactly what this is.
I sure hope that Chris Hansen isn't one of those.
No, he's just scummy in other ways. He's not a pedo.
Yeah, he got caught cheating on his wife.
That's not even the main issue with him, honestly.
Oh well, I mean that, and then, well, we don't get into it too much, but I know he did steal some money. But yeah, no, I don't really like buy that as an argument, because yeah, even though I was like 10 or 11 or 12 at the time, like I knew what I was somewhat getting into because I was searching it at the time. Now, don't get me wrong, me as like as a mid 20-year-old, I'm gonna have different perspectives on that and realize, maybe some of those things I shouldn't have looked up, but that's what the information I have now, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, I don't know, it's just super lame when people are like, oh, I'm gonna blame these people for my problems, even though I'm still indulging in them.
Truly, someone is trapped in their cycles of guilt. Will they ever break free?
No.
Find out on tomorrow on the next episode. They don't break free of their cycles of guilt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
On the other hand, looking up fucked up shit gives you better perspective.
Well, I would like to know what they deem as like fucked up and dark, because it could be pretty tame in the sense of like, oh, these ponies are not supposed to beat each other up, you know, they're just supposed to eat cupcakes all day.
That's what I'm talking about, but there's no perspective at that.
But like in the show itself though, like there's a lot of violent moments, so it's just like, well,
yeah, they beat the shit out of each other regularly. You mean to tell me that these people get along? It's like the fucking Balkans over there.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
The first episode's a fight.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why it started off on such a good note. It appeals to us on a primal level with all the violence.
Unga bunga mode.
Yeah, just fucking return to monkey and start throwing shit everywhere.
But like, I hated how it just maybe it's just because we're in this group, in this fandom, that we see it the most, because it, you know, I wouldn't say it affects us the most, but we just are exposed to it more. But that's with every fandom. And I would even say that other fandoms are probably worse off, because, you know, A, they've been around for a lot longer, so they're gonna have more cases and shit. But B, they also have like this like weird seniority shit where it's just like, you know, some fucked up shit happened, but it's just gonna be swept under the rug because, you know, this new show came out. It has some more. I don't even know if that was a proper way of like describing it, but I mean, what I was trying to get at was that there's just a lot more groups out there that have done a lot more fuck shit, and they don't really get called out. And then when they do,
AKA furries.
Yeah, and then when they do get dog,
I think people call out furries, but nothing usually happens.
well, there's so many of them. They get dogpiled, and then they get like dogpiled. But you know,
ooh,
get the fuck out of here. But I mean, it's true. I mean, if you go to like any of these YouTubers, right? And I know we're kind of going all over the place here, but if you look at Toad McKinley's series on, he did a series on these two people that did a podcast, and I'm not even gonna say it out loud because I'm not gonna give these people like advertisement, but it basically dealt with zoophilia.
Oh, of those, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, those.
Yeah, like he
Based?
he did some
Based.
fuck off. He did a deep dive on them, and
Apparently, just to start bringing up briefly, apparently, like one of them was actually like he knew the person that was like Mr. Hands, apparently, which is funny to me.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
yeah, like what was it? I think Wang did a video on that Mr. Hands stuff.
Yeah, apparently he actually
Actually
knew
knew
Mr.
him?
Hands, apparently, which I find funny. Of course, they fucking know each other.
No, the people on that podcast.
Yeah, on the podcast, one of the dudes
Oh,
on the Zoo podcast, he knew Mr. Hands, apparently. Apparently, he, like, went to the same place that he did.
yeah, I believe it.
Speaking of all this zoo shit, do y'all remember like whenever like I think it was a few years ago when the board was much more active, whenever you get those troll posts of like I think it was like WebMs or some or GIFs where it's just a guy getting fucked in the ass with a giant horse wiener.
Oh my god.
Of course I remember. I was the one posting them.
What a specimen.
Of course. It was me.
Of course.
It was me, Barry. I was the
Me,
one
Barry.
posting horse porn on the MLP at super speed just to watch you suffer.
Well, you say that, but if you go on MLP, right, and I'll probably censor this part out, but if you go on MLP at certain times at night, that stuff gets posted all the time, and it kills.
Yeah.
Okay, like I'm not into that shit, so of course I report it. But I'm more upset at the fact that
lame. What, you report it?
No. I'm more upset at the fact that it kills threads. That's why I'm upset.
I mean, it's not like the board has much health to get upset over anyways.
Like, the images, what's going on in the images is already said and done. But, like, it kills a fucking thread, and I'm just like, bruh, you bastards. But yeah, no. Oh, fuck. Going back to it.
People with no self-control.
What? Oh, yeah, I mean, that's that too.
Letting it ruin their thread. No, that's another thing that used to piss me off all the time is whenever somebody would shitpost, everybody would stop their conversation to point at the shitpost and go, "Oh, look at this shitpost! You're ruining our thread! Oh, it's ruined now. Stop it!"
I swear this happened. This happened with NMP for a while. Like they've been slow ever since like 2018 or so, and like there was this one guy. I think it was one of the writers that did like a bunch of one shot stories or like some short stories that were admittedly pretty good, but I think it was like they either suggested a concept that NMP didn't like or something, and to this day they still spurg out both parties. Like they blame PTFG and I think like FOE and changelings on occasion. I guess part of the reason is that maybe they're in a perpetual chase for what is the most pure, as nothing is more pure than love between man and mare. And thus, like early Christians, they have to like viciously tear each other apart over the true definition of what is the definition of nothing is more pure than love between a man and mare. Like each of those words has to be debated, the meaning between them, and all that other shit. It gets tiresome.
Well, it's funny, right? Because that image in my mind of you saying all that shit, I just imagine like a bunch of Anons just like getting other prisoners from other like threads and burning them at the stakes and stuff. Do you renounce Little Pip and Blackjack? No, never! They just toss like oil and just burn him at the stake. Like, holy shit. That's the image that I'm getting at here. And then like on the other side of the river, like you just see them grabbing like the Equestria War, like all those people. No, they're just burning them. Like, oh Jesus Christ.
Oh, I imagine the EAW fags are like hive minders that are just like trying to abduct people to convert them to their cult.
Dude, it's just
they're cold.
It's always funny because the fandom itself will tear itself a new one before an outside force will do it. And then if an outside force tries to even do something, they unite to fuck them up. Just for that
Truly,
brief,
MLP has the Slavic mindset.
it's that brief little moment of peace. They'll rip them a new one and then go back to killing each other.
Ah, Slavia.
Yeah, pony, but yeah, like I think kind of going back to what we were talking about, and then we'll wrap it up. Yeah, parents need to do a better job, just in general, because TikTok does rock the brain, and if you think that all these like people posting videos of like thirst traps and like shaking their butts aren't doing anything to your kids, it's obviously doing something because we can see it. So some obscure images of their cartoon characters and stuff like that, like, yeah, probably do something, but maybe you should do a better fucking job as a parent, because you are the first line of defense for your children.
What if you just didn't give your children fucking smartphones?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, like maybe wait until they're slightly older for something like that.
Until they're 18.
Yeah, they're 18.
They're 18.
Oh, that's
They
lame.
can buy their own phone.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Teach them responsibility.
If they want their phone sooner, they can go to work in the coal mine for it.
Exactly. They get
Work
to go.
in the coal mine.
Yeah, they got to go to the
work in a rock
lithium mines
mine.
so that they can mine more lithium so that we can have more windmills and shit.
Exactly.
They have to fucking clean the chimneys and bring back those like industrial
Chimney
era,
sweepers.
this industrial era fucking jobs, sending like 6-year-olds to like put their fucking hands in those machinery while they're still moving and shit.
Be careful of getting your hands chopped up by the power loom.
Exactly. We'll bring those days back because those are so terrible. Fucking children growing up without their hands and other limbs because they were being tossed in those machines. Truly an epic moment in history. But yeah, like it's up to the parents to do their job, and content creators, because it kind of goes back to the whole like what you were mentioning even way before, the whole like satanic panic, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, D&D, and then a little bit after that in the 90s with the rap, I like how I said it like that.
Well, that was the good rap. Nowadays we just have mumble rap and people going like, "My dick's so good, my pussy on fleek," and it's like where's the nearest shotgun so I can suck start it?
Yeah, it actually made you. Oh man, we sound like boomers. The music actually made you think.
Well, I just like it more because both it just sounds better for one, and it tells an interesting story. I'm not
True.
going to be like a total boomer and say, "Oh, it's just bad because I say so."
True, because I don't want to listen to the next 20 other songs about big black booty bitches twerking. Like, I don't care.
Hey, bitches,
Dog
sucking big
music.
booty. Like,
Exactly.
wow.
And it's the same thing with rock music too. It's like, I don't care about how many groupies you fucked. Like, I don't care,
Oh yeah, like but I think we would consider any of that kind of music just trashy schlock.
Yeah. So it's just kind of like,
I don't know if the trend is still going, but do you remember when anytime you saw the word remix on a song, you just knew it was just going to be
Yeah.
placed over the top of the song?
yeah.
I think I remember this era, but it's been so long and my brain's so fucking rotted.
Dude, but I'm saying, like, it's the same fucking thing. And it just keeps happening over and over and over and over again. Like, every 10 years, it's just another panic about some shit.
Panic.
Like,
These ponies are too sexy.
Do you think that in the next, like, maybe 10 to 15 years, all these, like, chicks that did OnlyFans and shit are gonna be like, oh my god, I wish somebody would have warned me about this? It's like,
well, yeah, some of them already are.
Well, your parents should have told you that, you shouldn't be using TikTok, little Sarah. Like, damn.
Oh yeah, but apparently their parents were that poor at raising them, so if they ever do become parents themselves,
why don't we
they'll
just
tell
cut the
them
middleman? Why don't we just cut the middleman and just not have kids? Just you people
Exactly.
should not have kids. You people should not have children. If you can't even take care of yourself, you shouldn't probably be like raising another child or a little human. Like, God.
Yeah, if you're a child, you shouldn't have children. That's a pretty good rule.
No, that's what I said, bro. If you're acting like a child, you have no restraint, you're still trying to get all your life together and shit, I think the last thing you need to do is bring another life into this world. God, we got so boomer towards the end.
Well, I mean,
I
yeah,
know,
we're
right?
getting older, so naturally we're going to start being like boomers towards the next generation because that's just
Time.
what people do.
I remember when we used to settle this like men and called each in on the internet.
I know, right?
But I remember when little Timmy used to drop the N-bomb. Yeah, it's
I,
just...
I tell you what, dude, it was pretty cool whenever little Jonathan over there was busy calling people in foreign countries several different varieties of racial slurs.
They didn't even
Truly a
understand
golden
it.
era for American society.
They didn't even understand what those slurs even meant. Dude, I got call things from other people that I still to this day don't know what the fuck it means. I'm just like, okay, I guess that's a bad word.
Like what?
I'm not gonna repeat that.
I don't.
Let's
I
hear 'em.
mean, I'd like you
Nah.
to so that I can search it
Nah.
up and figure it out.
Nah. But it just goes back to that. It's like, dude, it just fuck off. You know, if this fandom truly damaged you this much, then maybe you should just like...
Why are you even in it still? Because
Get off
clearly
the
you're still
internet.
somewhat interested if you're commenting on this fucking video. Like,
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, I'm eating all this McDonald's and I have like these heart diseases and I'm super fat, but like I can't go away. It's like, yes, you can. Just stop eating McDonald's. Just stop.
I don't know. The McChicken is truly the lifeblood of the American proletariat. That's all I'm gonna say.
Jesus Christ. I remember when those things used to be $1. Now they're like what, $2.69? Like what the
And
fuck?
it's probably like about $3-ish bucks. Yeah, it used to be much cheaper, but this is just what inflation does to a motherfucker, you know?
Hamburgers used to be 39 cents. Now they're like $1.09.
Just wait to the $10 McChicken.
It better be worth $10, but no, you're gonna bite into it. It's gonna be all like nasty sawdust and bones.
The $10 meal will be the new dollar meal.
Probably. I mean, it already is kind of now.
The $10 menu.
It's so cheap. It's only $10.
I mean, the idea of a dollar menu is going to have to disappear utterly.
There is no dollar menu anymore. It's called the value menu.
Yeah.
You know, they're already changing
Wow, great
the
value.
words. Yeah, they're already changing the words, bro. I like this weird turns and twists that we fucking did in this fucking show. We
Going on the inflation cast.
Yeah, like we went from like...
Meat's up 30% this month.
You love to see it. Oh wait, is that a dirty joke? Did it just go over my head?
Lol.
Damn it.
Think about it. Maybe it'll come to you.
Oh, fuck off. We
It was
went
way too easy.
we went from the posting like wholesome mares from the Bell thread to talking about head on applied directly to the forehead, then like a mare burning her pancakes for like fucking 10 minutes. Like, what the fuck is
Very
this
tragic.
cast?
Rest in peace, pancakes.
Yeah, like, what is this cast? Is this the B cast now? Is this the actual random fucking cast? Like, what the fuck?
possibly. Maybe we need to rebrand
I
ourselves.
talk about what I
fucking
want.
know.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Literally said this is all going to be off the cuff.
It is off the cuff. Oh, yeah, it's true.
There
I
you
did
go.
say... Yeah, I did say
Yeah,
that.
there is no structure. Get
I
fucked
can't
if you think
believe
there
this
is
is off the
structure.
cuff.
I can't believe it's not butter. Oh, no.
This butter is actually margarine. Read.
Boy, what a mistake that was.
Oh shit, that actually reminds me of the little parody ads in Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines where it's like all
Oh,
the
God.
rancid taste of margarine, all the saturated fat of butter.
Sounds awful. What kind of a trade-off is this?
Well, it's a parody ad of I can't believe it's not butter.
And it turns out the trans fat from margarine's actually way more deadly for you than butter.
Yep.
I actually, for some reason, maybe it's just because I grew up with it, is that I would just put like that country time margarine all over some toast, like real thick, and just fucking chow down on it. I actually just want to see like I actually kind of wonder what would it be like to like go to a posh restaurant, like get all those super ritzy, foppy kind of people, and like serve that kind of shit up, like the shit we ate for no good reason as kids, like thick margarine on toast. What other things could we put on that menu?
Boring me out some toast covered in gratuitous amounts of cinnamon and sugar, please.
That's actually good.
Or grilled
Like
cheese, but you put
like put a
bologna in
little
it.
bit of butter on there so that everything gets on there. Then throw a bunch of cinnamon and sugar.
Or grilled cheese, but you put bologna in it.
Usually, I
That's just a
think we did
sandwich.
like ham or spam.
Dude, some people put bologna in it when I was growing
I
up.
just did cheese. And they dipped it in tomato soup.
One last thing before we
Raw
go.
ramen.
To talk about the fucking New World Order and all that shit. Have you guys seen the AI art that's coming out now? Like, it actually looks pretty good.
Yeah.
It's really, really good.
It looks pretty good, and I still simp for this pony does not exist, because remember that site? Remember that
Which
site?
site?
This pony does not exist.net. Where it
Wait,
just
is that an actual piece of art?
God, you love to see it.
It's an AI art.
Wait, hold up. How the fuck is this image working? It looks like she has like 3 legs on that ass cheek.
Dude, some Silent
AI
Hill.
art.
Dude, that's some Silent Hill imagery right there, bro.
As soon as I saw this, I thought of that fucking 3-leg illusion picture.
I mean, this is what it is. I can't understand it. Like, what's going on?
I'm just saying, look at some of these art pieces that are being posted in there. Like, some of it does look really good. Like, it does look like some abstract art like this. Look, I'm just posting a few of them.
This pony does not exist. A website showcasing AI-generated ponies made with friendship and magic.
Like, that looks pretty cool.
Reading some books, posting Equestria immigration requests, clipping radiance, clopping Hessians. Oh shit, this is a unique looking site. I like it.
I mean, it looks uncanny as fuck, but they're learning.
I don't know. I kind of like it. It all has a bit of a charm to it, especially since it isn't like your typical website.
This is the last image I'll post. It's just one of these things that was like, you go into Equestria, but nothing is really entirely right.
Oh god.
That's the
I don't think how long until somebody's making like $1,000 a month on Patreon from AI generated.
They're already trying. Some people are already trying it. They're trying to sell like the art for like thousands of dollars. Just like, bro.
Are people actually paying shitloads of money for it?
I don't know. I just saw it.
I bet at least one person has, yeah.
Yeah.
Although I do hope that this doesn't completely extinguish the art scene, but I can understand that it would be. It probably won't because I think that maybe it'll raise the value of traditional art, or like art that isn't made by an AI, sort of like how it's like an artisan thing, whereas this just democratizes art for the masses.
To my understanding, it needs the actual art to learn from it.
Yeah.
So you need the art. You still need the artists that are making decent artwork. Like it's kind of like this image right here.
It's not smart enough to create original art.
Yeah, it's kind of like this image right here.
It's just combining art from other people's art.
Yeah. You see how it's like learning from the images that you post?
Oh, like it's using. I can definitely see it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like it.
Where did it end up with Anthro and some of those?
Well, no.
Where did it end up with Anthro? At the bottom right?
Yeah, bottom right.
Anthro Ponies SFM. Well, that kind of explains it.
Oh, I didn't see the. Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like unscrewing a whole salt shaker, downing it and complaining it's salty.
But I mean, it's just.
I'm not sure if I can tell the source filmmaker apart from the AI generation, except on one of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's source filmmaker. But I mean, that's all I had to end it on a more interesting note. Is that they're coming for you. They're coming for you.
I don't think there are.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Artists out there, stop charging extortionate commissions. I can either democratize art to the masses by using AI generation, or I can pay some guy in a third world country half of what you do, so that they can do something twice as good.
I will say this: it is a good tool to learn from because you can put in keywords if like let's say you can't find like a specific thing like this image right that I posted earlier with the mayor sitting in the classroom, that specific pose or whatever. Again, to my understanding, you just type in those specific commands and it'll paint out an image, look for those certain references. So you can probably do some stuff like that where it's like you can make your own references and like use them. And again, it's gonna be slightly off because like look at the eyes, just look at them. But it's learning. It's trying its best.
I mean, it actually is giving like a little bit of like actual eyeball to the eyeball on the left. Like it does that whole thing where you can like see it. Like you know how like if you look at a cat's eye to the side or like a regular person's eye to the side and it has like that clear dome and then like that little disc of black in the middle.
Yeah.
It's actually neat to see that, but it is slightly off. But hey, it's AI art.
Dude, that's like you walk into that room and she just looks straight the entire time. And then you just like make a sudden movement and it just like does that weird creepy like locks onto you type of thing.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
She's locating her future husband.
No. No. Nah, no.
Well, so long as it ain't a filly, but I can't really tell from here.
I think that's Apple Bloom.
She doesn't have the hair bow.
But like, yeah, it just.
I like this one.
All you hear is like bones cracking, and it just looks at you. It's like.
Just like bones cracking and like meat pulling noises.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be Ting Po?
Those are wings, or like fingers.
Well, there's
she looks like she's being grabbed.
There is an option. There is an option in that this pony does not exist. I think it goes from like generic to unique, and that's what you get if you go unique. It just kind of like blends in like images and shit. Like it doesn't make sense.
Really fascinating. I like this.
Really fascist.
Fascinating.
This is really fascist. What would an Italian know about fascism?
I could probably go into a very long discourse about it, but that's not the point of this podcast.
We're not doing that right now. But yeah, I mean, like, look at that. I mean, like, you just gotta fix up the fucking perspective a little bit.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. It's learning. But that's all I got for this off.
I actually really like how this website is laid out. I can't get over it. It's just so good.
I use that as references for the mares I draw. The pony.
I can see why. There's a lot of cute mares here.
Yeah.
Like, let's see here. I think I've located a cute mare. Let me see if I can copy this image and paste it.
Let me see if I can.
I've located a cutie. Cutie detective.
Oh.
Nice.
Told you.
Oh, here
mare.
we go.
I have located my future wife. Say nice things about her.
That RG looks a bit.
That's like Equestria, but like version like Z553 that you don't want to go in there because all they do is like make bubbly noises while they talk to you.
She looks fucking retarded. Like she looks like she's in the special education room.
Oh no, Rainbow Dash. That's how Rainbow Dash sees the world.
This after like one too many crashes, and this is how she ended up.
Yeah.
She gets hit really hard on the head from falling from the sky. Her skull's like just fucking misshapen and like a fucking Neanderthal or Gigantopithecus, whichever one they usually do for those funny meme images of like how everyone is human except for the weirdos that like this stupid thing.
Alrighty then. Any closing statements? Any closing statements about this off the cuff cast? We'll start with you, Driz.
I bet nobody knows what a cuff is.
True. Everyone's always wearing short sleeve shirts for whatever reason.
I know, right?
Got arm cuffs, I guess, if you want to count them as that. What about
yes, everybody, it's from the cuffs on your dress shirts.
Shut up.
Nobody's worn a dress shirt.
No one wears button-up shirts around here anymore. And if it is, it's those weird ones.
I had to wear it for a corporate event not too long ago.
Why are you
There's some pretty
laughing?
good images in here.
You know what? Keep posting them. I'll have them in.
What the fuck?
Poor Luna. She's had some.
What happened to Luna?
I'll include this in the background. We're doing our fucking.
What the fuck is that? What is that attached to her?
Don't even ask. Don't. Even...
I wanted to say that it was like, you know, her reaching out a hoof in like some sort of drunken
Hey, you're a
pose, but I
hoof.
don't
That's
even
like...
know anymore.
Let me tell you all about them and how they're gonna destroy us all.
You think Celestia is cool? That's some bullshit.
She looks like, yeah.
Drunksky, any closing remarks?
I'm just still looking at that Stalin that looks like he's like had some sort of drug that's just now he's hearing voices. I don't know.
The voices are calling.
He's being revealed the fundamental truth of this universe, and he's not sure if he's ready for it yet.
Oh no.
Oh god, no.
Chaos.
The
warlord
voices,
over
they
here.
tell him.
Fish, any closing remarks?
G5 has always been bad.
I believe it now.
True.
Smutty.
Dude, everybody was against me when I said that.
I know, but our hope was extinguished.
I know, right? Very much distinguished.
Burned.
Is that ever gonna get uploaded?
What? Oh, that long ass video?
That fucking hour and a half, or maybe 2 hour video of us watching the Gen 5 movie.
Probably. I just don't want to get a fucking strike, so I'm waiting a little bit longer.
You'll probably still get a strike anyways, because there's always somebody bound to bust your balls for copyright.
Well, we'll probably have it unlinked or like posted as a PonyTube or something.
Or you could just like say, like, hey, this video might not last forever, so watch it while you can. If not, we're gonna link it to somewhere else.
It's a limited edition.
Yeah.
Limited edition episode. After a few minutes, it's gone.
It's gone.
You could try anyway, and then just put it on PonyTube as well.
Yeah. I'll look into it.
And then we'll make one of those sweet 30-second videos where it says link to the videos in the description.
This one is a weird hybrid image. I'm not sure how to feel about it. It looks like an SFM Anthropic, but at the same time, it looks like regular pony. I'm not sure.
What she got in her mouth?
Tongue?
I mean, I'm guessing it is. Like maybe
Like
she's
she's
trying to give you
eating a
like a
ribbon.
seductive tongue out of mouth, lidded eyes look.
Is that
I found
she has
an injured
horn
pony.
in her horn.
I think they were trying to go for a unicorn, but then they accidentally made a goat.
Huh. That's a thing, Pone. Smutty, what
That's
is
a
your...
little bit injured, but I'm okay.
Jesus Christ.
We're gonna be for fucking another hour.
Smutty, close your remarks, please. We're almost done.
Moral of the story is don't burn your fucking pancakes or you have PTSD there.
It's true. Oh, look at her go. She's trying her best, okay?
Look at that smile. I just want to grab her little cheeks and pinch them.
Yart, closing remarks.
These mares do exist. Hurry up, grab one. They're gonna find out. Don't let them take the mares from you.
The government doesn't want you to know this, but the mares in the park are free.
Don't take the mares from the park, they will kick you.
You can just take them home.
No, they will kick you.
I've got 400
Probably the most
mares.
esoteric one that I've seen so far.
Yeah, what the hell?
That is a fucking...
What the fuck?
Sure, if I ever seen one.
That
What
one's
even?
gonna give up.
I don't.
It gave up. No, it didn't give up. It saw the truth. Dude, what if it's taking its skin off and that's that white/black thing coming out? Some horror, some the Craftian horror.
I don't know. I'm just looking at this image and wondering if it's just like the result of this stallion up here that's had like the that's had this revelation slowly happen to him, and now he's accepted the fundamental truths that underlie this universe.
Dude, this is gonna be a
I've
fucking...
accepted I'm not real.
Dude, this is gonna be like a 3-hour video. Oh my fucking...
It's
lord.
definitely 3 hours at this point.
Okay, so this has been your host, Wanderer. I'm just gonna kill it now, but I hope
30
you
minutes of
enjoyed...
useful material.
I hope you enjoyed this off-the-cuff cast. This was episode 6. See you in like 3 years. Bye.
Yeah, I'll see you
I,
whenever